Chapter 2639. The Greatest Elder Zhao Dongsheng. There were many people outside Yujin City, but it was unusually quiet. Some people came and went, and most would stop to look at the three large characters on the city gate no matter how many times they came to Yujin City. It might be embarrassing, but the three characters can imply the great Tao, honing people's will and soul, and it is also a kind of experience. Lin Moyu was thinking about the person on the high tower before, and was about to enter the city when Xiao Wu suddenly ran over and said in a hurry,
"Don't go, don't go."
Looking at the little guy's hurried appearance, Lin Moyu smiled slightly.
"What's wrong?"
Xiao Wu pointed to the three large characters on the city gate and said,
"These characters will change in a while. I asked around, and it seems that as long as you can resist the changes, you can get the qualification to enter the tower." "Qualification to enter the tower?"
Lin Moyu asked the human emperor, believing that the human emperor's database already had the corresponding information. Sure enough, the human emperor quickly gave a reply, confirming that Yujin City did have such a saying. There are a total of 9 high towers in Yujin City, called ice towers. The 9 ice towers form a square shape. The ice tower in the center is 10,000 meters high and is the tallest of the 9 ice towers. The other 8 ice towers range in height from 1,000 to 5,000 meters and are arranged in order like stairs, together guarding the 10,000-meter ice tower in the center. Each ice tower represents a different realm. The lowest 1,000-meter ice tower represents the super god realm. The 1,500-meter tower above it represents the true god realm. Each of the towers after that is 500 meters higher than the previous one, and also a higher realm. 2,000 meters represents the God King, 2,500 meters the God Lord, 3,000 meters the other shore, 3,500 meters the Supreme Lord, and 4,000 meters the Heavenly Lord. After 4,000 meters, it reaches the 5,000-meter Tao Lord realm. The ice tower requires corresponding qualifications to enter, and after passing, you will also obtain qualifications, the qualifications to enter the Hanshui Holy Land. The 9 ice towers are actually the magic weapon used by the Holy Land of Hanshui to select disciples. It is simple and straightforward, with only 2 steps in total. The first is to pass the test of the 3 large characters on the city gate to obtain the qualification to enter the tower. Then it is to pass the ice tower. After passing, you can join the Holy Land of Ice. However, after passing, you don't have to join the Holy Land of Ice. The Holy Land of Ice will not force you. As a holy land, it has its own pride. No matter how great a genius you are, the Holy Land of Ice will not condescend to beg you to join. Not only is it proud, but the Holy Land of Ice also has its own confidence. Lin Moyu murmured to himself,
"It's fair."
He could understand the practice of the Holy Land of Ice, which gave everyone a fair opportunity. Whether you can grasp it depends on yourself. Later, such rules became the way for many people to ascend to heaven. Pass the test, join the Holy Land, and ascend to heaven in 1 step. At the same time, more people came to pass the ice tower to prove their talents. The 3 large characters on the city gate suddenly burst into brilliant light, and the entire city wall was glowing. A large number of runes flashed from the city wall. The entire city wall was actually a large formation. The large formation blew a strong wind, and everyone felt their spirits shocked, and their soul power became extremely abundant. However, while the soul power was abundant, everyone's realm was suppressed to the lowest point of their own realm. The high-level Tianzuan became a low-level Tianzuan, just entering the state. The peak supreme became a low-level supreme. Everyone's realm did not change, only the small realm changed. Lin Moyu was originally a low-level Tianzuan, and his realm was not affected at all. Others seemed to have known this would happen a long time ago, and no one panicked. Suddenly, snowflakes fell from the sky, the cold air was strong, and the temperature dropped sharply. A powerful force surged from the large characters, and in everyone's eyes, a huge ice fist appeared and blasted towards them. The ice fist was just an illusion. The ice fist that everyone suffered was just a little higher than their own realm. Many people panicked, and the sweat of fear instantly soaked their clothes. All fears are internal causes. From the outside, everyone just stood there, motionless. Lin Moyu also saw the ice fist and instantly saw through the essence, knowing that it was just an impact at the soul level, only at the level of a mid-level Tianzuan, illusory and powerless. He just smiled casually, and the ice fist in front of him disappeared. Soul impact for him is of no use at all. Lin Moyu woke up, looked around, and found that except for himself, everyone was still frozen in place, with a dull look, obviously fighting against the soul impact. There are many Tianzans with a higher realm than himself who also did not come back to their senses. At this time, Xiao San sneaked out, looked around, and then jumped onto Lin Moyu's shoulder, whispering in Lin Moyu's ear,
Master, someone just stared at you.
Lin Moyu knew who Xiao San was referring to, the old man on the 10,000-meter ice tower.
Do you know who that is?
Xiao San was a Taoist master after all and had lived for many years. He knew more about some things than he did. Xiao San said,
I know, that person is in our bloodline inheritance. Let me think about it.
Lin Moyu frowned. The other party's identity seemed to be extraordinary to appear in Xiao San's bloodline inheritance. I just don't know which generation this inheritance started from. Xiao San tried hard to recall, and after a few seconds, his eyes suddenly lit up.
I remember. I know who he is. He is an elder of the previous generation of the Taoist sect, Zhao Dongxing.
An elder from the previous generation. As far as Lin Moyu knows, for a top power like the Taoist sect, the elders must be at least in the Daozun realm, and those in the Daozun realm can live for at least 1,000,000 years. And the higher the realm, the longer they live. This elder named Zhao Dongsheng, I don't know what realm he is in and how long he has lived. Lin Moyu immediately contacted the Human Emperor.
Human Emperor, I want the information of an elder of the Taoist sect. His name is Zhao Dongxing.
Lin Moyu was not sure whether the Human Emperor had Zhao Dongxing's information. Maybe there was, maybe not. If the other party was very famous back then, maybe he would have looked at it. Unfortunately, the Human Emperor gave an answer. There was no information about Zhao Dongsheng. Lin Moyu frowned. Xiao San's bloodline inheritance had Zhao Dongsheng, but the Human Emperor didn't. Things were a bit weird. He said to Xiao San,
Are you sure you didn't see it wrong?
Xiao San patted his chest and guaranteed,
I definitely didn't see it wrong.
Lin Moyu chose to believe Xiao San. There was no information about Zhao Dongsheng in Renhuang, but he knew there must be one place. Cheers came from the side, and Xiao Yuan woke up. Xiao Wu laughed.
It's fun.
She didn't look scared at all but thought it was fun. Needless to say, she passed this level smoothly. Then Xiaoya also woke up. Xiaoya's heart was firm, and her heart was pure. This level was naturally not difficult for her. Lin Moyu found that Xiao Wu and Xiaoya, including himself, had a strange aura. This aura came from the avenue, and with this aura you can enter the corresponding ice tower. People woke up one by one. Some passed the level and obtained the qualification. Some people did not pass the level and were dejected. Lin Moyu whispered,
Let's go into the city.
2,642,640. Hashtag chapter 2640. You're still alive. Yujin City is bustling, with people coming and going in an endless stream. Many people are wearing strange clothes. Although they are all human, they come from different places and have different habits and customs. Compared with Leicheng, Yujin City is much more prosperous. Lin Moyu first found a hotel and rented a yard as a place to stay. There are many hotels in Yujin City, and the largest one is the one directly controlled by Hanshui Holy Land, called Hanshui Pavilion.
Lin Moyu chose Hanshui Pavilion.
The reason for choosing Hanshui Pavilion is very simple. It is safe enough. Hanshui Holy Land is undoubtedly the boss here. No one dares to cause trouble for Hanshui Holy Land here. They have lived enough.
You two rest here first. I have something to do outside. Xiaoya, keep an eye on Xiaowu. Don't let her run around.
Lin Moyu also gave some instructions before leaving. In his opinion, Xiaoya seemed more reliable than Xiaowu. Xiaowu put her hands on her waist and said unconvinced,
Master, what do you mean? Why would I run around?
Lin Moyu chuckled.
You know it yourself.
Xiao snorted and ignored Lin Moyu. Originally, there was no need to worry. With Xiao San around, nothing would happen to the two of them in Yujin City. However, the appearance of Zhao Dongxing forced Lin Moyu to be on guard. He didn't know what Zhao Dongxing's purpose was. Such a person would definitely not come out casually. Lin Moyu asked for a map of Yujin City and quickly found the location of the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. The Lufeng Chamber of Commerce has an extremely gorgeous building in Yujin City, occupying a large area of land. At the entrance of the Chamber of Commerce, people were coming and going, and business was very good. Lin Moyu followed the crowd into the Chamber of Commerce. There were more people inside. Every counter was crowded with people. Behind the counters were a large number of Chamber of Commerce personnel, constantly trading. There were more than 1,000 counters, and countless goods were placed in the counters, dazzling the eyes. Compared to the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce in Leicheng, this place is much more prosperous, and the transaction volume can be said to be terrifying. It is hard to imagine how much profit the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce can make from this. Some people say that the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce is definitely the richest force in Nanzhou, richer than any other force, including the 9 top forces. Lin Moyu stood in the Chamber of Commerce, and no one came to greet him. He took out the token belonging to the senior member. The token was inductively connected with the formation in the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, and someone in the Chamber of Commerce immediately sensed Lin Moyu's arrival. Senior members naturally have preferential treatment, and there will be special people to provide one-on-one service. Soon, a woman with gorgeous clothes, a graceful figure, and good temperament walked quickly and saluted Lin Moyu.
Welcome, Mr. Lin. My name is Lu Shui, but you can call me Shui. What do you need?
Lu Shui got straight to the point and threw out a very skilled set of words. Her attitude was not artificial at all, and even had some free and easy air. Her surname was Lu, and she was from the Lu family. Lin Moyu knew that she should be from a collateral branch of the Lu family, but whether it was a collateral branch or a direct branch, they were all from the Lu family. Lin Moyu said,
I want to buy some information.
Lu Shui immediately responded,
Okay, Mr. Lin, please follow me.
Lu Shui took Lin Moyu through the crowd to the second floor. There were still many people on the second floor, but there were much fewer people than on the first floor. Lin Moyu saw that the things on the counter on the second floor were much better than those on the first floor. Lu Shui keenly caught Lin Moyu's gaze and immediately explained,
The items sold on the first floor are ordinary items below the other shore realm. The second floor sells items from the other shore realm and the supreme realm. The third floor sells items from the Tianzuan realm. As for items from the Daozuan realm, they usually only appear at auctions. Apart from that, they are only sold to senior members like Mr. Lin.
While explaining, Lu Shui was also observing Lin Moyu. She was actually very curious in her heart. How could a low-level Tianzuan like Lin Moyu get a senior member's token? There is only one explanation. Lin Moyu is from an extraordinary family. There are only 2 big families with the surname Lin on the origin continent. But Lin Moyu can't match any of them. No matter what she thought in her heart, she was still very proper when she explained, without any emotion. Lin Moyu asked,
Which floor should we go to?
Lu Shui said,
The 4th floor, the exclusive floor for senior members.
As they talked, the two walked to the 3rd floor. There were fewer people on the 3rd floor. Those on the 3rd floor were all Tianzuan realm strongmen, and most of them were high-level Tianzuan. Low-level Tianzuan, generally with a low net worth, could hardly afford the goods on the 3rd floor. The Lufeng Chamber of Commerce is famous for its expensiveness and good things. Lin Moyu's arrival immediately attracted the attention of many people. Especially with Lu Shui leading the way in front, it was even more eye-catching. These Tianzuan knew what it meant to have a dedicated person to guide in the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. One-on-one service is not something that ordinary people can enjoy. That is a symbol of status and strength. Lin Moyu, a low-level Tianzuan, is naturally a person with a background. A few people couldn't help showing a trace of envy in their eyes. Watching Lin Moyu walk up to the 4th floor under the guidance of Lu Shui, Lin Moyu said,
You don't seem to keep the identity of senior members secret.
Lu Shui said,
This is the rule of the Chamber of Commerce, and I have no right to change it.
Lin Moyu said.
It seems that the ancestors of the Lu family like to show off.
This is the only way to explain it. I don't know how many pairs of eyes were looking at me when I walked from the first floor to the third floor just now. There is envy and jealousy. Such behavior is simply to attract hatred. Lu Shui did not respond to Lin Moyu's words. As a descendant of the Lu family, it is naturally difficult to evaluate her ancestors. Her smart eyes turned slightly.
Mr. Lin, don't you think that doing this can arouse the human race's competitive spirit and make them work harder?
Lin Moyu smiled.
Maybe.
He took the initiative to end this topic. This topic is destined to have no results and is a meaningless conversation. When they got to the fourth floor, it was completely quiet. There was no counter on the fourth floor, only independent rooms. There were formations outside the rooms, and some of the rooms had not been activated, which meant that no one was inside. Now the formations in many rooms have been activated, which means that there are people trading inside. Most of them are Daozuan. Lu Shui took Lin Moyu to an empty room, and when they passed the stairs, someone came down from the fifth floor. Lu Fengqing was stunned when he saw Lin Moyu, and then he yelled,
You kid are still alive.
Lin Moyu smiled when he saw Lu Fengqing.
Senior, how are you?
Lu Fengqing asked.
You actually came to Yujian City. Are you looking for death?
Lin Moyu asked.
Senior, why do you say that?
Lu Fengqing looked around. He looked a little cautious and said to Lu Shui,
Shui, do you mind if I also participate in your transaction?
Lu Shui said.
According to the rules, as long as Mr. Lin doesn't object, I will naturally have no problem.
Lin Moyu smiled and said,
I will naturally have no problem.
Lu Fengqing nodded.
Okay, then let's go in.
2641 2641. Hashtag chapter 2641. Your wealth is much greater than mine. The three entered the room, and Lu Fengqing immediately activated the formation. The formation here was also arranged by him, and he had absolute control over it. When the formation was activated, the room was immediately isolated from the outside world. Even if someone were a Taoist master, they could not know what happened in the room. At this moment, Lu Fengqing was relieved.
You guys trade first, and I will talk about my business after the transaction is over.
Lu Shui nodded, and according to the rules, she brewed tea for Lin Moyu and Lu Fengqing slowly.
I don't know what information Mr. Lin wants.
Lin Moyu said.
I need detailed information about the major forces in Nanzhou.
Lu Shui was slightly surprised.
Sir, the price of this information is not cheap.
Lin Moyu naturally knew that it was not cheap.
You calculate it and tell me a total price.
Lu Shui whispered.
I just want to confirm again how detailed the information Mr. Lin needs is.
Lin Moyu said.
From ancient times to the present, the more detailed, the better.
The subtext of this sentence is that he wanted everything that the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce could sell. If he only wanted current information, the price would naturally be much cheaper. If he wanted information from ancient times to the present, the price would probably be unimaginable. However, Lu Shui still followed Lin Moyu's instructions and began to check and calculate the price. Lu Fengqing frowned as he listened.
What do you want so much information for?
Lin Moyu said.
I have my own use. I will explain it to you later.
Lu Fengqing's eyebrows jumped.
Old man, I really don't understand you.
Lin Moyu smiled slightly.
Don't think too highly of the juniors. In fact, the juniors' ideas are very simple, not that complicated. Really?
Lu Fengqing smiled, not believing Lin Moyu's words at all. Lin Moyu drank tea, not in a hurry at all, and waited slowly. After the formation in the room was opened, Lu Fengqing seemed to no longer be in a hurry but chatted with Lin Moyu.
How about it? The tea of my Lufeng Chamber of Commerce is not bad, right?
Lin Moyu nodded.
Very good.
These tea leaves contain the power of origin, which is better than the Taoist tea in the big world. However, Lin Moyu does not know the taste of tea very well. He only knows the history of the origin. Lu Fengqing snorted.
It seems that you don't know much about tea. Such a good tea, but you only say it is very good. If this tea is sold outside, it will be sold for at least 100 third-level origin crystals per tael.
Lin Moyu said, unmoved.
It is indeed not cheap.
He had no feeling for such a small amount of origin crystals. Lu Fengqing patted his head.
I forgot that you have money.
Lin Moyu smiled and said,
You are a noble man who forgets things easily.
During the chat, Lu Shui finally figured out the price.
Nanzhou, 9 top 7-star forces, 36 6-star forces, 144 5-star forces, and forces below 5 stars and above 3 stars, totaling more than 23,000 people, all information from ancient times to the present. Selling price, 300,000 third-level fine origin crystals. You are a senior member. You can get a 20% discount, so you only need to pay 240,000 third-level fine origin crystals.
This number is very scary. At the beginning, the 5-star family took out 10,000 third-level fine origin crystals, which was already a huge loss. The 6-star Lei family may not be able to take out so many third-level fine origin crystals. It is estimated that in the entire origin continent, except for the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, there are only a few top 7-star forces that can take out so many origin crystals at once. Lu Fengqing paid attention to Lin Moyu's expression. When Lu Shui quoted this price, Lin Moyu's eyelids twitched unconsciously. Lu Fengqing laughed.
You know it's expensive, kid. You do have some strength, but with so much money, even a force like Han's Hui Holy Land would have difficulty taking it out all at once.
Lin Moyu said calmly.
Is the information complete?
Lu Shui answered truthfully.
Not complete. Some information cannot be sold, but everything that can be sold is here.
Lin Moyu understood this. There must be many secrets in those that cannot be sold, and he did not expect it. Lu Shui said,
Among these materials, the most expensive is the information on the 9 top forces, which almost accounts for half of the price. Mr. Lin may be able to cut some of it so that...
She didn't finish her words, and her eyes suddenly widened. A flash of lightning jumped in the room, and a powerful source of power permeated the room. Fortunately, there was a formation to block it. Otherwise, the source of power would inevitably leak out and even spread outside the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. Lu Shui felt numb all over her body. The lightning in front of her was so beautiful and charming. The source crystal in Lin Moyu's hand was the most perfect one she had ever seen. Lu Fengqing was shocked by the sudden source of power.
Oh my God, how can you have this thing?
Lin Moyu took out a crystal of thunder attribute origin. The thunder attribute was not strange. What was strange was that it was an 8th-level exquisite crystal of origin. The Taoist Tianlei gave Lin Moyu 10 crystals at the time, even at the cost of his spiritual veins. Lu Shui was a little uncertain.
Elder, what level do you think this is?
Lu Fengqing glanced at her.
You have already recognized it. Why are you asking so much?
Lu Shui had indeed recognized that this was an 8th-level origin crystal, and it was also of exquisite grade. But she was afraid of making a mistake, so she asked one more question. Lu Fengqing continued.
But this is of thunder attribute, which is relatively rare. You can ask the old guy to see how to set the price.
Lu Shui nodded and said,
Okay, I'll ask now.
At this time, Lu Fengqing said again,
Tell the old guy above that Lin's senior membership was given by Feng Yao girl herself, so let the old guys pay attention.
Lu Shui was surprised again.
It turned out to be Miss Feng Yao. I know.
Lu Shui began to report the matter to her superiors through the formation. 8th-level origin crystals are extremely rare, especially the fine-quality ones, and they are also thunder-attributed, which is beyond her ability to decide. Lin Moyu understood what Lu Fengqing meant. The reason why Lu Fengqing mentioned Lu Fengyao was to tell those Daozun above to use their own price. It can be seen that Lu Fengyao has a very high status in the Chamber of Commerce, and even those senior executives have to give face. Lin Moyu estimated that Lu Fengqing would treat him like this, and there was also some relationship with Lu Fengyao. Lin Moyu glanced at Lu Fengqing and expressed his gratitude with his eyes. Lu Fengqing chuckled and said nothing. Lu Fengqing seemed to find this kind of digging into his own corner very interesting. Only 2 minutes later, Lu Shui got a positive offer.
Mr. Lin, this thunder-attributed 8th level fine-quality origin crystal can be calculated at the price of 160,000 3rd-level fine-quality origin crystals.
Normally, the exchange rate for fine-quality origin crystals is 110. An 8th level fine-quality origin crystal can be exchanged for 100,000 3rd-level fine-quality origin crystals. Even if the 8th level fine-quality origin crystal is very rare, at most it can be exchanged for 10% to 20% more, and at most it can be exchanged for 120,000 3rd-level fine-quality origin crystals. Now, because of the thunder attribute, it has become even rarer, so it can be exchanged for 160,000. Lu Shui asked,
I wonder if Mr. Lin is satisfied with this price.
Lu Fengqing winked at Lin Moyu and told him that it was enough. At this moment, Lu Fengqing seemed to be a bit of a traitor. Lin Moyu smiled and said,
I am very satisfied with this price, so I will use this to pay the remaining 80,000.
As he said that, he took out 86th level fine-quality origin crystals, which could be exchanged for 80,000 3rd-level fine-quality origin crystals. Adding them together, it was just enough. Lu Fengqing stared at the side.
My goodness, your wealth is much more than mine.
2642 2642. Hashtag chapter 2642. It's not that I don't want to, but that I can't. Lu Fengqing envied Lin Moyu. He couldn't even produce an 8th level thunder attribute crystal. 8th level crystals can only be produced by 8th level spiritual veins. If you want a high quality product, you need to pay a price. The 8th level spiritual veins on the origin continent all have owners and are controlled by several top forces. Lu Fengqing had guessed where Lin Moyu's 8th level thunder attribute crystal came from. It should be deep in Thunder Mountain.
I didn't expect that there is an 8th level thunder attribute spiritual vein hidden in the depths of Thunder Mountain. No wonder the Lei family wants to block Thunder Mountain. But it seems that the Lei family should not have mastered this spiritual vein. Otherwise, the Lei family's strength should be more than this.
The spiritual vein is related to luck and the strength of the spiritual vein controller. Different spiritual veins bring completely different benefits. If the Lei family could master the 8th level spiritual vein, Lei Yiming's strength would definitely be more than the current realm. Lu Fengqing thought a lot, but he didn't show it on the surface. Lin Moyu also thought that when he took out the 8th level origin crystal, the fact that there was an 8th level origin spirit vein in the Thunder Mountain would inevitably be exposed. But it doesn't matter. Tianlai Taoist said before that although not many people knew about his existence, there were still many. Many old guys knew about his existence, but no one dared to provoke him. Lin Moyu guessed that the senior executives of the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce must also know the existence of Tianlai Taoist and the 8th level origin spirit vein, but they would not easily provoke the terrifying existence of 10 Daozuan 9th realms. It was precisely because of this that he dared to take out the 8th level origin crystal. Lu Shui put away the origin crystal and then opened a formation in the room. The formation was small in scale, but it had the function of sending items. Although it only sent some small things, it was enough to use. A moment later, a box was sent over. Lu Shui opened the box, and there was a beautiful and bright pearl that looked about the size of a fist in the box. This pearl is much better than the inherited pearl in Yunwu sect. It is of extremely high quality and is already Dao Zun realm material. Lin Moyu smiled and said,
Your Chamber of Commerce is really willing to spend a lot of money.
Lu Fengqing said,
You think too much. You can't take this pearl away. Just look at it here, and then you have to return the pearl.
Lin Moyu said,
How can I remember so much information?
Lu Shui said, I'm sorry, Mr. Lin. This is also the rule of the Chamber of Commerce. Some information is not allowed to be leaked.
So you can only write it down here and swear not to leak the information.
Lin Moyu asked,
There is such a rule? Why didn't you say it earlier?
Lu Fengqing laughed and said,
You didn't ask either.
Lin Moyu felt that he was fooled. What the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce said about reputation is all nonsense. But now the deal is done, and regret is not allowed. Lin Moyu can only follow the rules. He swore a soul oath. I swear here that I will never make a jade token with the information I got today and spread it to the outside world. If I break this oath, my cultivation will be destroyed, and my soul will be annihilated. Lin Moyu asked.
Is this okay?
Lu Shui nodded.
No problem, Mr. Lin. Please take a look.
She pushed the box over and placed it in front of Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu took out the pearl from the box and pressed it against his forehead. In an instant, a stream of information came in. Lin Moyu had experience with this. His soul moved, but he did not accept the information. Instead, he passed it to the human emperor. Outside the human emperor, Lin Moyu showed a shadow.
Human Emperor, accept it.
The human emperor had received Lin Moyu's message before and had made all the necessary preparations. He fully activated his power, and the various high-tech instruments in his body sparkled and began to receive the information from Lin Moyu. No one could have imagined that Lin Moyu would do this. He did not read the information at all, so he did not get any information today, and naturally, there would be no leakage of today's information. What information he wanted later was obtained from the human emperor, and it had nothing to do with the soul oath. As for the human emperor, he had not made any oath and would not be affected. With this operation, the information became Lin Moyu's private property, and he could operate it however he wanted. However, Lin Moyu would not leak the information. If it was discovered by the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, the old guys in the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce would probably come to trouble him. Lin Moyu was receiving the information motionlessly. There was too much information, and he could not receive it all in a short time. Lu Fengqing said to Lu Shui,
I don't know how long this guy will take. I'm here. You should go and do your work somewhere else. I'll call you later.
Lu Shui was very tactful and stood up.
Then I'll trouble Elder Lu. Shui will take her leave first.
She knew very well that Lu Fengqing must have other things to do when he sent her away. And these things were actually not convenient for her to know. Don't ask what you shouldn't ask, don't ask what you shouldn't ask. This is the most basic rule of the Lu family. After Lu Shui left, Lu Fengqing looked at Lin Moyu, who was motionless, and then manipulated the formation to report his speculation about the 8th level origin spirit vein of Thunder Mountain. He is a Taoist master, and his authority, status, and position are much higher than Lu Shui's, and he can directly contact the ancestors in the Chamber of Commerce. He communicated with the formation with his soul, and soon a phantom appeared in his soul world. The phantom was majestic and looked like a middle-aged man. Lu Fengqing believed it a little from his eyebrows and eyes. The shadow roared.
What does Fengqing want to see me for?
Lu Fengqing's soul looked at the shadow and knelt down respectfully.
Fengqing greets the third ancestor. I found something.
The third ancestor whispered.
What is it?
Lu Fengqing said.
033 Hanshui Holy Land belongs to the Lei family. In the Thunder Mountain in their territory, there may be a Thunder Attribute 8th level origin spirit vein hidden.
The third ancestor looked at Lu Fengqing.
You guessed it through the origin crystal.
Lu Fengqing nodded immediately.
Third ancestor, you are wise.
The third ancestor whispered.
This ancestor knows about this origin spirit vein.
Lu Fengqing was stunned for a moment.
Third ancestor, do you know?
The third ancestor said.
Yes, not only does this ancestor know, but several old guys in the major forces know, and the old guy in Hanshui Holy Land also knows.
Lu Fengqing was even more puzzled.
If that's the case, why doesn't Hanshui Holy Land have it in its hands?
The third ancestor chuckled.
It's not that we don't want to, but that we can't. As for the specific reasons, wait until you reach the 4th level of Dao Zun before asking. Now you are not strong enough and are not qualified to know.
The third ancestor left with a chuckle, and Lu Fengqing was speechless for a long time. He didn't expect that the ancestors of all the major forces knew that there was such an origin spiritual vein. It's really puzzling that they knew it but didn't take it.
The third ancestor said, it's not that we don't want to, but that we can't. What reason can prevent those old guys from getting the origin spiritual vein?
Lu Fengqing was puzzled. He looked at Lin Moyu. He knew that Lin Moyu must know, but he didn't want to ask. That would make him look so ignorant. After all, he is a senior and he still has to save face. 2643 2643. Chapter 2643. 10,000 per spot. Half a day later, Lin Moyu finally finished delivering all the information to the human emperor. He woke up and saw that only Lu Fengqing remained in the room. Lu Shui was gone. Lu Fengqing, who was drinking tea, looked at Lin Moyu with a strange expression.
Why were you so fast?
Lin Moyu asked curiously.
Is there a problem?
Lu Fengqing said.
Even for a Dao master, it would take at least 2 days to digest this information. How did you only take half a day?
Facing Lu Fengqing's question, Lin Moyu naturally had a prepared response.
I just memorized the information by rote, without digesting or organizing it at all. Even if you asked me about the contents now, I couldn't answer.
Lu Fengqing still seemed confused.
Is your soul realm higher than your cultivation realm?
Lin Moyu nodded.
Yes, my soul realm has reached high-level Tianzuan, but my cultivation is not easy to increase.
Lu Fengqing muttered to himself.
No wonder.
Lin Moyu quickly changed the subject.
You waited for me on purpose. Is there something you need?
Lu Fengqing's attention was successfully diverted.
About what happened in Leichen before the Han's Holy Land determined you were involved in the Yin family's murder. How did you escape?
Lin Moyu said.
Senior Lei Yiming sent me away.
Lu Fengqing waved his hand.
I know that, but this is still the territory of the Han's Holy Land. If they really wanted to find you, they definitely would have. How did you truly escape?
Lin Moyu thought to himself.
I was found a long time ago. Not only was I found, but the Holy Lord has become my wife.
While thinking of Gu Hanyu, he answered Lu Fengqing's question.
I went to the chaotic zone.
Lu Fengqing spat out a mouthful of tea and exclaimed.
You went to the chaotic zone?
Lin Moyu nodded.
Yes, I hid in the chaotic zone.
Lu Fengqing looked at Lin Moyu with increasingly strange eyes.
You're really brave. Can you just casually enter the chaotic zone? If you're unlucky, you'll die. But then again, if you didn't go to the chaotic zone, the Han's Holy Land would definitely have found you, and you would have died anyway. You're out again now. Is it because the Han's Holy Land has called off the hunt for you?
Lin Moyu's heart stirred. He knew it must be Gu Hanyu's order. Drinking tea with a smile, he replied.
That's why I dared to come out.
Lu Fengqing said.
You're really lucky. You didn't die last time you entered the depths of Thunder Mountain, and you even got an 8th level origin crystal. Now you've been hunted by the Han's Holy Land and you're fine. Tell this old man, where do you plan to go next?
Lin Moyu said.
Actually, I don't have a specific goal at the moment. I want to leave here first. My next stop may be the territory of the Tianjian sect.
Lu Fengqing looked at Lin Moyu.
With such good luck, your fortune must be very strong. People like you should create your own power base. But I don't know if you already have a power backing you. If so, just pretend I didn't say anything.
Lin Moyu followed Lu Fengqing's lead and said,
I do have that idea, but creating a power base requires an origin spirit vein. All the origin spirit veins of any size in Nanzhou have already been claimed.
Lu Fengqing laughed.
Nanzhou is indeed taken, but you don't have to stay in Nanzhou.
Lin Moyu's expression became serious.
I'd like to hear more details.
Lu Fengqing said,
The land of Nanzhou has indeed stabilized, and the forces of all parties have basically reached a state of equilibrium. It's no longer possible to accommodate new powers, unless you're willing to be subordinate to an existing force and become their vassal. I think you're also a rebellious type. If you really want to make a difference, you could try going to Dongzhou. The situation in Dongzhou is more chaotic. People from all tribes are fighting for territory and killing each other. If you can establish your own foundation there, when you're strong enough in the future, you can move back to Nanzhou with your own forces and origin spirit veins. But no one is willing to do this. Dongzhou is actually a good place with rich resources. As long as you're strong enough, you can get everything you want.
Lin Moyu asked.
I do want to go to Dongzhou, but the journey is long, and it's not easy to cross the sea.
Lu Fengqing seemed to have achieved his goal, and his shrewd eyes glinted.
The journey is indeed long, and crossing the sea is even more difficult for ordinary Tianzuan. But it doesn't matter. Transportation is also one of our Lufeng Chamber of Commerce's businesses. Whether it's delivering goods or people, our Lufeng Chamber of Commerce can handle it.
Lin Moyu smiled secretly.
Okay, he truly is a businessman. He can't talk for long without turning to business.
Lu Fengqing continued.
What do you think? Do you want to buy a spot to send you to Donglo? Let me tell you, our Lufeng Chamber of Commerce only goes to Donglo once every 10 years. If you miss this opportunity, you'll have to wait another decade. And it's hard to say whether you'll be able to buy a spot next time.
Lin Moyu asked curiously.
Are these spots really limited?
Lu Fengqing looked as if it was obvious.
Of course. They're not only limited, but also very precious. Most people can't buy one even if they want to. This old man just happens to have a spot and can sell it to you.
Lin Moyu asked.
Only one?
Lu Fengqing looked at Lin Moyu as if he were an idiot.
Don't you have a rule world? If you want to bring a few people, just use your own rule world to carry them.
He knew that Lin Moyu had always been accompanied by 2 girls, so Lin Moyu naturally wanted to take them with him. The rule world can hold people as many as you want, but you have to bear the risks yourself. Once, a Tianzuan bought a spot, then became a middleman selling spots to others and putting them in his own rule world to take them along, trying to make a profit. As a result, the person who bought his spot directly destroyed his rule world, causing this Tianzuan to die on the spot. Putting strangers in your own rule world is very risky behavior. Unfortunately, in the face of high profits, there will always be people who take risks. Every time someone dies because of this, such things still happen repeatedly. Gradually, this kind of person also gained a separate title. The guest carrier. Lu Fengqing explained it again, letting Lin Moyu understand the interests involved.
You can also bring some people over. Maybe you can make some money.
Lin Moyu did not comment.
How much does your spot cost?
Lu Fengqing said.
It's not expensive, just 10,000 Tier 3 origin crystals.
Lin Moyu immediately asked.
Ordinary grade?
Lu Fengqing shook his head.
Of course not, it's premium grade.
Lin Moyu frowned.
That seems a bit too expensive.
Lu Fengqing said.
Not expensive, not expensive. This spot of mine is different from others. It's in a good location and can guarantee your absolute safety along the way. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't even want to sell it.
2644 2644. Hashtag chapter 2644. Becoming the world's richest man is not difficult. Lu Fengqing was like an old fox, trying his best to sell his quota. In his story, the quotas were different from one another. Different quotas had different treatments. His quota had top treatment and ordinary quotas could not compare with it. There was no problem in selling it for 10,000 third-level fine origin crystals. The reason why it had not been sold was that others were too poor to afford so many origin crystals. Lin Moyu smiled secretly, thinking that Lu Fengqing had taken a fancy to his financial resources. Lu Fengqing smiled and said,
How about it? Don't think about it anymore. If you miss this opportunity, you will regret it.
Lin Moyu smiled and said,
I can accept this price, but I have a condition. If you can agree to it.
Lu Fengqing said without hesitation.
You say.
Lin Moyu said,
I want some information about Donglo. Otherwise, I will be in the dark when I get there and know nothing.
Lu Fengqing laughed.
No problem, it's just some information about Donglo. As long as you pay, the information will be given to you immediately. And you don't need to make any soul oath. This information is given by me personally and has nothing to do with the Chamber of Commerce.
The information that does not require a soul oath shows how unimportant it is. It must be common stuff. Lin Moyu said.
Okay, I believe in the senior.
He took out 105th level exquisite origin crystals.
I will pay with 5th level, you don't mind, right? No mind, no mind.
Lu Fengqing took the origin crystals away, as if afraid that Lin Moyu would regret it, and then took out 2 signs and stuffed them into Lin Moyu's hands. One sign was the size of a fist, square, not gold, iron, or jade. The material was very special, and it exuded a unique atmosphere. One side was engraved with the word
Lu,
and the other side was engraved with the shape of a ship with a big
3
on it. This was a boat ticket, and 3 represented the room number. It is not that you can get on the ship just by having a ticket. The Lufeng Chamber of Commerce will register the buyers. Only when the ticket and the person are combined can you get on the ship. The other plate was the most common jade plate, which recorded some information about Dongzhou, but it was all unimportant information. Lin Moyu directly put it away and threw it to the emperor. After the emperor sorted it out, he would take it on himself, which would be much more efficient. A private transaction was completed like this. Lu Fengqing laughed loudly.
Brother Lin is really straightforward. From now on, you will be my brother.
Lin Moyu was a little amused. He bought the quota himself, and even the name changed. From Lin Xiaozi to Lin Laodi, he became a brother. But Lin Moyu knew how much weight this brother had. Lin Moyu asked,
Where did you get the quota?
Lu Fengqing said casually,
It was awarded by the Chamber of Commerce.
Lin Moyu finally understood that the Chamber of Commerce awarded Lu Fengqing a quota, and how much he could sell for each item depended on his ability. He probably paid too high, but it didn't matter anymore, as this quota was exactly what he needed. Lin Moyu said,
Where's Miss Schwer? I still have some deals to do.
Lu Fengqing immediately called Lu Shui, and in less than 2 minutes, Lu Shui had come to the room. Lin Moyu took out all the remaining origin crystals, some ordinary and some fine. Without exception, these origin crystals were all above the 3rd level. Recently, Lin Moyu had killed several heavenly venerables and Dao venerables and obtained some spoils of war. Among them were magic weapons, materials, and some origin crystals. Lin Moyu collected the magic weapons and materials directly and used them as inventory for the future. All those origin crystals, plus the ones he had before, were now all taken out. Origin crystals, high-level exchange for low-level. Lufeng Chamber of Commerce naturally welcomed it very much. The ratio of high-level exchange for low-level is 1 to 10, and if it is exchanged in the opposite direction, the ratio will reach 12 to 1. Although she didn't know why Lin Moyu did this, Lu Shui had no reason to refuse. At this moment, except for 9 8th-level Thunder, attribute fine origin crystals, and 5 5th-level world-class origin crystals, the rest of Lin Moyu's origin crystals were frozen and replaced with main-level origin crystals. Lin Moyu wanted to use these 3rd-level origin crystals to fuse into 6th-level or 7th-level origin crystals. 3 origin crystals of the same level can be fused into a higher-level origin crystal, and this deal is a sure win. In fact, if you want to make the most money, you should exchange it for a higher-level origin crystal. But doing so will arouse suspicion. If you exchange it for the 1st level today, you will take out high-level ones in the future. It would be strange if people don't suspect you. If people knew that he had the ability to fuse origin crystals, the number of people chasing him would definitely be more than those who had previously chased the son of Taiyin. Lin Moyu was not a fool, so he would not do such a thing. Lu Shui quickly completed the exchange. Counting the 3rd-level origin crystals he had before, Lin Moyu now had a total of 900,000 3rd-level ordinary origin crystals and 18,000 3rd-level fine origin crystals. After spending a lot of wealth, he was still very rich, much richer than those Tianzun Daozuan he had killed. 900,000 3rd-level ordinary origin crystals, if continuously fused, could eventually fuse more than 10,000 7th-level ordinary origin crystals. 180,000 third-level fine origin crystals could eventually fuse more than 2,000 seventh-level fine origin crystals. If more than 2,000 seventh-level fine origin crystals were reversely exchanged, 20 million third-level fine origin crystals could be obtained. 180,000 turned into 20 million, a profit of more than 100 times. Lin Moyu made a calculation in his mind and felt that if he wanted to become the richest man in the origin continent, he could achieve it in a blink of an eye. Of course, this kind of thing can only be thought about, and it is absolutely impossible to do it. Unless one day he becomes a strong man of the ninth realm of Daozuan like Tianlei Daoren, he can do something willfully. Facing the afterglow of the sun's origin, Lin Moyu returned to his yard. On the way back, he bought a lot of delicious food and came back to feed the two hungry little girls. The two little girls were very obedient and stayed in the yard honestly, not going anywhere. Seeing Lin Moyu coming back, Xiao Wu immediately screamed,
"Where is the master? I'm starving to death."
Tianzuan said that he was starving to death, which sounded inexplicably funny. But Xiao Wu said it very seriously, which made people feel even more amused. Xiaoye was much more obedient and bowed to Lin Moyu.
"Master, you are back."
Lin Moyu walked to the table and took out all the food he bought.
"Aren't you hungry? Come and eat."
For a while, the fragrance filled the yard. The food Lin Moyu bought was all spiritual food, made from some edible spiritual beasts, which contained the power of the origin. It was not only fragrant but also delicious. It is very useful for people like Xiaoye who have just stepped into the door of cultivation. The origin of Taiyin slowly rose, and the Taiyin talisman on Lin Moyu's brow flashed again. The formation in the yard was open to prevent others from peeping. The identity of the son of Taiyin naturally did not want to be known to others. Suddenly, Lin Moyu looked up at the ice tower in the city. On the highest 10,000-meter ice tower, Zhao Dongsheng, who had appeared before, appeared again, looking at him with a smile. The formation in the yard had no effect on Zhao Dongkai. 2645 Chapter 2645. He came to me on purpose. This was the second time Lin Moyu had seen Zhao Dongsheng. Last time, Zhao Dongsheng's eyes were still very gentle, like those of an old man. On the surface, Zhao Dongsheng looked ruddy, energetic, and exuded a strong sense of majesty, like an unfathomable senior. When Lin Moyu saw Zhao Dongsheng again this time, he felt a kind of aggression in his eyes. It was like a hunter who had determined his target and began to become fierce. Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat.
"He came to find me on purpose. He wasn't sure it was me before, but now he is certain."
The origin of the moon shone on the world, and the moon talisman at the center of Lin Moyu's eyebrows glowed. Lin Moyu was completely sure that Zhao Dongsheng was here to find him. Zhao Dongsheng smiled, and his figure gradually became blurred and disappeared. Lin Moyu's face turned grim, and Zhao Dongsheng's last smile made him feel very uneasy. At that moment, his spiritual sense kept sending warnings, as if he was about to face a disaster.
"He isn't here to catch me, but to kill me. What good will it do him to kill me? Is it because he doesn't want me to rise? But this reason isn't sufficient. He must have other purposes. Treating me as prey, what exactly does he, as a hunter, want to do?"
There was too little information at present to analyze Zhao Dongsheng's true purpose. What exactly does this person who has lived for millions of years and is recorded in Shaosan's bloodline want to do? In the Rule World, outside the main body of the human emperor, Lin Moyu's clone said,
"Human Emperor, I want to ask Dao Zong for all the information about Zhao Dongsheng. Tell me as soon as you have sorted it out."
Lin Moyu's tone was a little hurried, and his spiritual sense told him that this matter might be very troublesome. The voice of the human emperor sounded quickly.
"Okay, I am sorting it out, and it will take time."
There is too much information, and it will take a lot of time to sort it out. Lin Moyu knew that if he were to sort it out himself, it would take 2 or 3 days. The efficiency of the human emperor is higher than his own, so the time is almost the same. Lin Moyu looked at the origin of the moon, and then at the jade sword that went straight into the sky in the distance. There was no other way but to wait patiently. It was not until Zhao Dongsheng left the Queen of Heaven for 10 minutes that Xiao San sneaked out of Xiao Yu's pocket. It looked around with a sly look, confirmed that Zhao Dongsheng was no longer there, and then jumped to Lin Moyu's side and said cautiously,
"Why is that guy here again? What is he going to do in the 4th episode of the main episode?"
Lin Moyu said.
"You seem to be afraid of him."
Xiao San said,
"I just thought about it carefully and found more information about this guy in the blood. That guy is very dangerous to us."
Xiao San's
Us.
referred to the Swallowing Sky Rat clan. Obviously, Zhao Dongsheng had done something to the Swallowing Sky Rat clan. Otherwise, it would not be like this. Blood inheritance is sacred and noble for spirit beasts, and useless things will not be recorded in it. The information that can be recorded by blood inheritance must be very important. Lin Moyu smiled.
"Don't worry, he is not looking for you."
Xiao San asked curiously,
"If he is not looking for me, then who is he looking for?" "He's looking for me."
After Lin Moyu finished speaking, he no longer paid attention to Xiao San, but took out the jade token given by Lu Fengqing and began to check the information about Dongzhou. There was not much information about Dongzhou. In less than an hour, Lin Moyu had finished checking the information. The continent of Dongzhou is indeed very chaotic, much more chaotic than other continents. Each tribe has its own territory in Dongzhou, and they fight against each other. For their own interests and for a large amount of resources, they fight fiercely regardless of life and death. Even the Baichao Alliance, which loves peace the most, often takes action in Dongzhou. As long as it is a living being, there are desires and interests, and fighting is inevitable.
Dongzhou is really chaotic. There is no specific division of forces. Today it is still the territory of a certain sect, but it may be destroyed the next day. The origin of the spiritual vein suppresses the luck, which seems to be not so effective in the East. But the more chaotic, the better. Only in this way can I gain a foothold in Dongzhou, not like here. Senior Fengqing is right. I can only go to Dongzhou.
It is difficult for new forces to enter the Nanzhou area. The pattern here has been determined and it is difficult to make any achievements. In contrast, Dongzhou does have many more opportunities. At this moment, Lin Moyu determined his goal and decided to go to Dongzhou. But before that, he had to thoroughly understand the situation in Nanzhou. Because many human forces in Dongzhou are actually sent by the major forces in Nanzhou. Those major forces in Nanzhou all want to get benefits from Dongzhou. The origin of the sun slowly rose, and the sound of Xiaoye practicing boxing rang in the yard. The small fists hit out strong winds, whirring. Xiaoye fought very seriously, forming a sharp contrast with the lazy Xiaowu on the side. Xiaowu was playing with Xiao San at this time. Xiao San seemed to like Xiaowu very much. He looked very obedient and cute. After waiting for a night, Lin Moyu finally heard the voice of the human emperor again.
"Master, Zhao Dongxing's information has been sorted out. Give it to me."
Lin Moyu was already impatient. Although Zhao Dongsheng only appeared twice, he was like a thorn stuck there. It was very uncomfortable if he didn't figure it out. This person gave him a feeling that he was too dangerous. From a large amount of information, Lin Moyu finally knew about Zhao Dongsheng. About 2 million years ago, a Taoist master appeared in the Asking Dao sect, that is, Zhao Dongsheng. Zhao Dongsheng was not famous at that time, and it could even be said that he was unknown. There were many frictions between the Asking Dao sect and the Hanshui Holy Land at that time, and I don't know how many battles of all sizes were fought. But every battle seemed to have nothing to do with Zhao Dongsheng. He was not good at fighting, but better at research. Yes, he liked researching spirit beasts. So Zhao Dongsheng had never been on the battlefield at all, and naturally he would not be famous. He has studied a large number of spiritual beasts in his life, and he has dissected countless spiritual beasts. Later, he accidentally obtained a swallowing rat. Spiritual beasts like the swallowing rat should be raised well, and the original spiritual veins should be found and refined. But Zhao Dongsheng did not do so. He directly dissected the rare swallowing rat for research. According to records, Zhao Dongsheng wanted to study the blood of the swallowing beast, get their blood ability, and then cultivate more swallowing beasts. Unfortunately, he did not succeed in the end. Later, Zhao Dongsheng disappeared for a while, and no one knew where he went. Because he was unknown, no one paid attention to him. Until 1,000,000 years ago, Zhao Dongsheng appeared again. That time, he appeared as the supreme elder of the Taoism sect. At that time, on the battlefield of the Hanshui Holy Land, Zhao Dongsheng showed a strong fighting power and fought with the supreme elder of the Hanshui Holy Land, and it was hard to tell who was better. The Grand Elder of Hanshui Holy Land is already at the 6th level of Dao Zun, which means Zhao Dongsheng's combat power has also reached that level. At that time, the Dao Zun who were in the same era as Zhao Dongsheng had either fallen or their cultivation level was surpassed by Zhao Dongsheng. After that war, Zhao Dongsheng rarely appeared. Starting from 500,000 years ago, Zhao Dongsheng completely disappeared and has not appeared for nearly 500,000 years. 2646. Hashtag chapter 2646. Xiao San's bloodline revenge. Finally, I understand why Xiao San has Zhao Dongsheng's memory in his blood. It can be imagined that Zhao Dongsheng did many terrible things to Xiao San's people. This trauma led a poor fellow to implant Zhao Dongsheng's memory into his blood. This memory serves both as a warning to the people and as a hatred engraved in the soul. Blood inheritance is very peculiar. When a person of the same clan implants a piece of information into their blood, other members of the same clan will also receive this information and know those things. Blood inheritance doesn't activate easily, and when it does, it signifies something significant. Lin Moyu took a deep look at Xiao San. The fellow of this little guy is truly pitiful. Lin Moyu's gaze was noticed by Xiao San, who turned his head to look at him, as if asking what had happened. Lin Moyu waved his hand.
Come here.
Xiao San jumped into Lin Moyu's palm, and Lin Moyu pointed his finger at Xiao San's eyes.
Don't move, I'll show you something.
Xiao San received some information about Zhao Dongsheng and understood why there was information about Zhao Dongsheng in his blood. The memory in the blood began to revive. Xiao San's eyes flashed with fierceness, and his fangs emerged, creaking. Hatred boiled, and murderous intent soared to the sky. Lin Moyu slapped Xiao San on the head with his backhand.
Calm down.
Xiao San gritted his teeth and sent a voice message to Lin Moyu.
I want to eat him. I want to eat him.
Lin Moyu knew this would be the result and said calmly.
I understand, but you are not his opponent. He was already in the 6th realm of Dao Zun 1,000,000 years ago, and he must be even stronger now. You will just die if you go up against him.
Xiao San shook his head.
No, it's not. He has lived for 2,000,000 years, and his vitality must have begun to decline, and his realm is not as good as before.
Lin Moyu showed a trace of curiosity.
Tell me in detail.
Xiao San transmitted.
The lifespan of your human race's Dao Zun realm is about 1,000,000 years. The higher the realm, the longer the lifespan, but in the end, it is difficult to exceed 1.5 million years. If you want to live longer, you must find a way to seal yourself. But self-sealing also has a price. While the lifespan increases, the realm will slowly decline. And self-sealing cannot increase lifespan endlessly. Everything has a limit, and this limit is 2.5 million years. The longer you seal yourself, the more your realm will decline. Self-sealing is actually exchanging your cultivation realm for lifespan. It has been 2,000,000 years since Zhao Dongsheng became a Dao Zun. His real lifespan must have exceeded 2,000,000 years. So his current realm is definitely not the 6th realm of Dao Zun. It is estimated that being a Dao Zun realm is good enough.
Lin Moyu said.
But if that's the case, why does he still want to seal himself? And what is the meaning of self-sealing?
Xiao San said.
I don't know about this. Maybe everyone is afraid of death.
It is a spirit beast, not a human. Although it knows some things, it does not know why. Many denizens of the human race will choose to seal themselves before the end of their lifespan. but they do not know the meaning of self-sealing and why they seal themselves. Lin Moyu asked the human emperor to find information about self-sealing and said to Xiao San,
As you said, Zhao Dongxing's combat power is far less than before. Let me think about it and see if I can avenge you.
Xiao San gritted his teeth.
If you can kill Zhao Dongxing, then Xiao San will truly regard you as my master and never betray you.
Lin Moyu laughed.
No need, Zhao Dongxing came to me this time. Even if it is not for you, I will find a way to deal with him.
Xiao San shook his head.
I don't care about that. Anyway, I won't regret it if I make a move.
Lin Moyu patted it gently.
Leave it to me. Go play with Xiao Wu and the others first and protect them.
Xiao San nodded, and the fierce light in his eyes quickly disappeared, and his rat eyes became clear again. When it returned to Xiao Wu, it had no killing intent and became cute again. Lin Moyu thought about all the information he had obtained so far. Zhao Dongshang was once a Dao Zun 6th realm, and it is possible that he has even reached a higher realm. The lifespan exceeded the limit of the Dao Zun realm, and he must have experienced self-sealing. In order to break through the self-sealing, it must not be simply to kill himself.
No wonder he looks strong on the surface, but is very weak inside. It turns out that it is because of the self-sealing that the realm has fallen. So what realm is he in now?
After sorting out all the information about self-sealing, the human emperor gave it to Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu's clues became richer, and Zhao Dongxing's true purpose gradually emerged. Self-sealing can also be called self-destruction. The realm is exchanged for life. The longer the self-sealing time, the more severe the realm will fall. The meaning of self-sealing is sublimation. The former top strongmen of various forces self-sealed. When necessary, they can unseal and take action and sublimate to the extreme and restore their former combat power in a short time. However, in that case, their lifespan will drop rapidly. The longer the self-sealing time, the shorter the time they can maintain the extreme sublimation. Even some strong men, after the extreme sublimation, can only hit the power of one blow and then fall. Those self-proclaimed people with top strength are actually the foundation of each force. People like Zhao Dongsheng are the foundation of the Asking Dao sect. If the Asking Dao sect is in trouble, Zhao Dongsheng can break the seal and sublimate to the utmost. Even if the time is short, it is enough for him to do many things. Self-sealing is very troublesome, requiring a lot of precious special materials and a lot of luck to suppress it. Ordinary forces, even if they have all the materials for self-sealing, do not have enough luck to suppress it. Lin Moyu finally figured out what Zhao Dongsheng wanted to do. That guy still wants to live, not to die. Or in other words, there are still some self-proclaimed old guys in the Asking Dao sect who want to continue to survive. So Zhao Dongsheng wanted to kill him, directly plunder his luck, and use his luck to let him live for a while longer. Sufficiently strong luck can greatly improve the effect of self-sealing. Plundering luck is not that easy, but Zhao Dongsheng has the ability to do it. He dissected countless spirit beasts and got several special secrets from the blood of some spirit beasts. In Zhao Dongxing's information, there were some spells that were supposed to belong to spirit beasts. Among the spirit beasts, there are those that can devour luck. Lin Moyu linked all the possibilities and got Zhao Dongxing's real purpose. Without evidence, it is almost certain that he is the king. Lin Moyu believes in his own judgment, which is rarely wrong, and it will not be wrong this time. After knowing the purpose, Lin Moyu knew that there would be a battle between him and Zhao Dongsheng. Either he died or Zhao Dongxing died.
In Yujian City, you generally cannot take action, but it is not absolutely impossible to take action. The rules are set by people. As long as the people of Hanzhui Holy Land turn a blind eye, no one will say anything. Now there are still 12 days before the arrival of the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce's ship. If he wants to take action, it should be within these 12 days.
Zhao Dongsheng has been staring at him, and he will definitely prevent him from borrowing the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce's big ship to leave here. So Zhao Dongsheng is very likely to take action within these 12 days.
But there is another possibility. Zhao Dongxing will also board the ship and follow me to Dongno. If he kills me in Donglo, he won't have to worry about anything. There is indeed such a possibility. We must guard against it.
At this time, Zhao Dongsheng appeared on the ice tower again. Above his head was the vast sun origin. At this moment, he seemed to be integrated with the sun origin. Lin Moyu saw him stretch out his finger and pointed at himself. A little light flew towards him with the power of the origin. 2647 2647. ## chapter 2647. Let's see who kills whom. The glimmer was like falling sparks, but Lin Moyu's face changed. The spark made him feel uneasy.
He actually made a move so quickly.
Lin Moyu couldn't discern Zhao Dongxing's method, and the formation of Yujin City didn't react at all. Lin Moyu wasn't sure whether the people of Hanshui Holy Land were bribed or if Zhao Dongxing's move was too subtle and deceived the formation. The spark flickered in the air and appeared in the yard instantly. The formation defense in the yard had no effect on it. The spark exploded with a bang, turning into a small flame that enveloped Lin Moyu. At the moment the spark exploded, Lin Moyu's whole body froze, and a huge invisible force locked his soul. A road appeared in his sight. The road was vast and boundless, and countless creatures were floating in it.
Zhao Dongxing's Wanling Avenue.
It was written in the information that Zhao Dongxing practiced Wanling Avenue. Lin Moyu didn't know what Wanling Avenue was, nor did he know how powerful it was. He only knew that it was a very unconventional path. Sparks exploded on Wanling Avenue, and countless creatures in the avenue looked at Lin Moyu simultaneously. Every creature was an extremely terrifying entity. Their gazes felt tangible. Lin Moyu felt branded by these creatures. In an instant, he had countless marks on his body. His spiritual sense did not react, and this spark did not harm him, but only left a mark. Zhao Dongsheng left a mark on him, obviously to prevent him from escaping. But is the mark useful? Lin Moyu had never been afraid of marks. As long as he committed suicide once, any mark could be erased. Zhao Dongxing's actions were destined to be in vain. But on the surface, Lin Moyu's expression was very ugly. Zhao Dongxing's voice sounded in Lin Moyu's ears.
You don't have much time.
Zhao Dongxing's heavy voice seemed a little cold at this moment. His cold voice disappeared again. Lin Moyu remained silent, looking at the ice tower quietly, as if Zhao Dongsheng was still there.
He left the mark to prevent me from escaping. Zhao Dongxing is very cautious. I can't leave Yujin City. As long as I leave, he will definitely take action. If I leave on the big ship of Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, he will chase me and kill me when I reach Donglo continent. As long as I have the mark, it will be difficult for me to escape his pursuit no matter what. In this case, we can only have a head-on confrontation. Before, I was worried that the people of Hanshui Holy Land would accept benefits and let Zhao Dongxing take action here. It seems that I was overthinking.
If Lin Moyu doesn't want to face Zhao Dongxing's pursuit, he has other ways. The simplest way is to tell Gu Hanyu, I can go to Hanshui Holy Land. With Gu Hanyu, the Dao sect can't do anything to me. The second method is that I can be reborn, erase the mark, and then leave through Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, not by boat to Dongzhou, but to other places. Lufeng Chamber of Commerce has corresponding channels. If I act carefully, it will be difficult for Zhao Dongsheng to find me. However, Lin Moyu didn't want to use these two methods. Zhao Dongsheng wanted to kill him, so let's try. Lin Moyu never showed mercy to those who wanted to kill him, and he was never afraid. Now he had a lot of trump cards. Maybe Zhao Dongsheng in his prime was hard to kill, but a self-proclaimed Zhao Dongsheng, even if he could sublimate to the extreme, could still be killed. But it's better not to use trump cards if you can. Lin Moyu decided to make multiple preparations. There is no such thing as too many backup plans, and the more trump cards, the better. Xiaoye and Xiaowu didn't notice that Zhao Dongsheng had just made a move. Zhao Dongsheng was only targeting him and didn't attract anyone's attention. This method is indeed beyond the ordinary chief.
But when Zhao Dongxing made a move, the formation of Jade Sword City did not react. There must be something wrong. Although Zhao Dongxing was not allowed to kill people in Jade Sword City, he was still allowed to make a move. I don't know how Han Yu would react if she heard about this.
Zhao Dongshang made a move, and the formation of Jade Sword City did not detect it. Lin Moyu would not believe it. However, Lin Moyu was too lazy to pay attention to this matter. He entered the soul world and took out all the origin crystals he had exchanged, which were piled up like a mountain. Lin Moyu said to Infinite Fusion,
Little guy, get started.
Infinite Fusion flew over, first circling the origin crystals twice, and then came to Lin Moyu sending a thought.
So many.
Lin Moyu asked,
Can it work?
Infinite Fusion immediately swayed up and down, indicating that it was no problem.
Leave it to me.
Lin Moyu said,
Then I'll have to rely on you. Synthesize it to the 7th level. I'll go and see if I can get spiritual materials.
Infinite Fusion hummed, like laughing happily. A mouthful of chaotic air spewed out, turned into flames, and began to fuse the origin crystals. The origin crystals before the 7th level merged very quickly, which was manageable for it. After absorbing spiritual materials again and again, Infinite Fusion became much stronger, almost doubling, and the fusion efficiency greatly improved. There was a possibility of failure when merging to the 7th level. But now, it is only possible to fail when fusing the 8th level origin crystal. Lin Moyu watched the number of origin crystals decrease, but the origin power emitted grew stronger and stronger. 3 crystals merged into one, and the level was raised by 1. The profit of this deal was too high. This was a big secret that must not be leaked. Lin Moyu suddenly thought of the old man in green robes. The other party could take his wife who was in the sleeping coffin silently in his soul world. The other party's ability was too incredible. Maybe his secret had been discovered by him, but there was nothing he could do about it. Beings who had reached that level might not look down on his 3 claws and 2 dates. He didn't have anything he wanted, so what were his secrets? Infinite Fusion would take some time to fuse all these origin crystals. Lin Moyu looked at the sun origin in the sky and said to Xiao Wu,
You guys go to Yujian City to play today, and remember to come back before dusk.
Lin Moyu gave Xiaolu some origin crystals and told Xiaosan to take good care of them. Nothing would go wrong in Yujian City. Even if something did go wrong, Xiaoya's 3-piece set of Tao protection would be enough to make a Taoist master regret it. Xiaoya asked,
Where are you going today, master?
Lin Moyu said,
There are some things to prepare.
Xiao Wu happily pulled Xiao Yu out of the yard, ready to rampage in Yujian City. Lin Moyu went to Lufeng Chamber of Commerce again. He wanted to buy some things to deal with Zhao Dongsheng. To deal with such a powerful Taoist, the more prepared the better. After all, it was a life and death battle, and there was no possibility of reconciliation between the two. Lufeng Chamber of Commerce was as lively as ever. When he arrived at the door, someone suddenly came over mysteriously and asked,
Dao Yu, don't you want a ticket?
The ticket he was talking about was the boat ticket to Dongzhou. After Lin Moyu rejected him, he met several other people who were also selling boat tickets. It was just as Lu Fengqing said, many people wanted to go there no matter how big the risk was. As long as there was enough benefit, people could forget the danger. Entering the Chamber of Commerce, taking out the membership token, someone soon came to greet Lin Moyu. Unexpectedly, it was Lu Shui who came. 2648, 2648. Hashtag chapter 2648. My ticket is not refundable. Lin Moyu looked at Lu Shui, who had changed her clothes and stood tall and graceful, and smiled warmly.
Miss Shui, we are destined to meet.
Lu Shui also smiled.
Sir, are you planning to buy anything today?
Lin Moyu replied,
I do want to buy something. Let's go upstairs and talk.
Lu Shui nodded immediately.
Okay, please come with me.
At this time, Lu Shui was in a very happy mood. The huge transaction yesterday had exceeded her total transaction volume for the year. It even broke her own record for a single transaction. In the Chamber of Commerce, this is a very important assessment indicator, and she could receive many rewards for it. So in her eyes, Lin Moyu was a very lovely person. Walking up to the first floor, Lin Moyu asked,
Is Senior Feng Qing here today?
Lu Shui replied,
He should be here. Are you looking for Elder Feng Qing?
Lin Moyu said,
It's not necessary. I can ask you first. If you don't know, I will find him.
He could see that Lu Shui's realm was not high, only at the supreme realm. Maybe there were some things she might not understand. Lu Shui was very good at dealing with people, and she completely understood what Lin Moyu meant. She smiled and said,
Okay, if Elder Lu can't meet your requirements, I can ask other elders for help.
She inferred from Lin Moyu's words that the items he wanted this time might be very unusual or have specific requirements. As a supreme realm cultivator, she might not know everything. Even Lu Fengqing, an elder in the Daozuan realm, might not know. So she offered to ask other elders for help. Lin Moyu was very satisfied with Lu Shui's cleverness. This was the result he wanted. It was convenient to deal with smart people. They could understand each other's meanings with just a few words. Under the envious eyes of everyone, Lin Moyu reached the 4th floor and entered the exclusive room for senior members. The formation was activated, and Lu Shui skillfully brewed tea for Lin Moyu. Then she asked in a leisurely and soft voice,
I don't know what you need. You can tell me, and I will find it for you.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Something that can kill a Taoist master.
Lu Shui's smile froze slightly, and she instinctively asked,
Sir, do you want to kill a Taoist master?
As soon as she said this, Lu Shui immediately realized that she had asked the wrong question. Her job was to find something that met Lin Moyu's requirements and complete the transaction smoothly. What Lin Moyu intended to do with it was none of her business. Fortunately, Lin Moyu just smiled and drank tea without answering. Lu Shui took a breath.
I wonder how many realms of Taoists you want to kill?
Lin Moyu said,
At least a Taoist master of the 3rd realm.
Lu Shui was stunned on the spot, with a difficult look on her face. After a little hesitation, she thought about the answer.
If you want to kill an ordinary Taoist master, I do know a few treasures that can do it, but to kill a Taoist master of the 3rd realm.
Ordinary Taoists generally refer to strong people in the 1st realm of Taoists, and they are still ordinary ones. There is no special inheritance secret method and no powerful magic weapon. If there are some powerful magic weapons, the fighting power of Daozun will change drastically, and it will no longer be an ordinary Daozun. As for the strong men in the 2nd realm of Daozun, they have already gone beyond the scope of ordinary Daozun. It is difficult for a Daozun in the 1st realm to fight against a Daozun in the 2nd realm, even with the help of secret methods and magic weapons. At most, it is a draw, and it is very difficult to counterattack. Lu Shui didn't expect that Lin Moyu actually wanted to kill a Taoist master of the 3rd realm. She really didn't know about such a magic weapon. Lin Moyu looked at Lu Shui with a frown on her face and said with a smile,
Then let me put it another way. For example, a magic weapon that can block a Taoist master of the 6th realm. It doesn't need to block it all the time, just for a while. Is there such a treasure?
Since there was no treasure that could kill the Taoist master, he changed his request to defense. As long as it could stop Zhao Dongxing's extreme sublimation, it would be enough. After all, his extreme sublimation couldn't be maintained for long. Once the time was up, Zhao Dongxing's lifespan would come to an end. Lu Shui's brows wrinkled more tightly, and the wrinkles became deeper and deeper. Lin Moyu knew that it would be more difficult for her to meet his request. After a moment, Lu Shui said helplessly,
Sir's request is too high. I really can't think of anything that can meet your needs. Let me ask Elder Feng Qing to see if he knows.
Lin Moyu smiled and said,
Call him over and ask him in person.
Lu Shui nodded and sent a message to Lu Fengqing through the formation. After a while, Lu Fengqing pushed the door and walked in. He was the formation arranger, and the formation here had no effect on him. Lu Fengqing stared at Lin Moyu.
Why are you here again? I tell you, my ship ticket is not refundable.
He thought Lin Moyu was there to refund the ticket, so of course he couldn't agree. Lin Moyu smiled and said,
I'm here to buy things, but what I want, Miss Schwer doesn't have, so I asked you to come.
Seeing that Lin Moyu was not there to refund the ticket, Lu Fengqing's face suddenly improved a lot.
What is it that even Schwer can handle? Tell me.
Lu Shui immediately told Lin Moyu's two requests. Lu Fengqing was shocked after hearing them.
Boy, have you offended a down master above the third realm?
Lin Moyu smiled and said,
He came to find me.
Lu Fengqing wanted to ask why, but Lin Moyu shook his head slightly and interrupted him.
Don't ask why. I won't tell you even if you ask. The rules of your Chamber of Commerce are to do business without asking the reason.
Faced with Lin Moyu's words, Lu Fengqing didn't ask any more questions. As an elder of the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, he naturally understood the rules. This is the iron rule of the Chamber of Commerce. Not to mention him, even those ancestors must abide by it. Lu Fengqing thought about it, and his old face wrinkled like a withered chrysanthemum.
No, I can't think of such a thing.
Lin Moyu sighed.
Miss Schwer, please ask 10 more times.
Although Lu Fengqing is a Taoist master, he is not very clear about the treasures in the Chamber of Commerce. He is not mainly responsible for sales. He is most familiar with formations. Lu Shui was about to communicate through the formation, but Lu Fengqing said,
Let me do it. Schwer's level is not enough, and the people I find are only at the same level as me. I will find you someone who can take charge. If he doesn't even know, then forget it.
Lu Shui's eyes widened.
Elder Fengqing, you are not looking for.
Lu Fengqing laughed.
Jinran is the third room.
He activated the formation, and after a moment, a deep voice came from the formation.
Fengqing, what do you want to find me for?
Lu Fengqing's tone was a little respectful.
Third ancestor, someone wants to buy some items, but Lu Shui and I don't know what can meet his needs, so I came to you on purpose.
A deep voice said,
Items? What do you need?
Lu Shui immediately told the third ancestor what Lin Moyu wanted, and the third ancestor was silent and didn't say anything. After waiting for a while, thinking that there might not be such a thing, the third ancestor's voice sounded again.
This ancestor wants to talk to him alone. You go out first.
2649 2649 ## chapter 2649 Great Tao Immortal Pill. Lu Fengqing and Lu Shui obediently retreated from the room. The formation in the room continued to operate, undergoing complex changes. With Lin Moyu's understanding of formations, he could only grasp some general aspects. If the original formation in the room had a lock to separate the inside and the outside, now there were 10 locks, making the formation much more solid. Lin Moyu estimated that even Lu Fengqing, the master of the formation, would not be able to peek into the room. The third ancestor, who controlled the formation remotely, demonstrated unimaginable expertise. A vortex appeared in front of Lin Moyu, evolving into an illusory figure. The figure went from blurry to clear, finally revealing a middle-aged man with a dignified expression. Lin Moyu noticed that his appearance seemed somewhat similar to Lu Fengyao. Realizing this was the third ancestor of the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, a true big shot. He immediately bowed.
Greetings, third ancestor.
The third ancestor looked at Lin Moyu.
You must be the Lin Moyu that Fengyao mentioned, right?
Lin Moyu asked.
Is Miss Fengyao back?
The third ancestor nodded.
She returned a few days ago.
Lin Moyu inquired.
Is Sister Fengyao well? She should be in the Dao Zun realm now.
The third ancestor nodded.
Although she has reached the Dao Zun realm, she still needs to stabilize her realm and cannot move for the time being. But Fengyao admires you greatly and has spoken highly of you.
Lin Moyu said.
I'm just fortunate. Sister Fengyao favors me.
The third ancestor replied.
You don't need to be modest. Reaching the heavenly venerable realm in just over 2,000 years is enough to prove your talent. And I see that you have strong luck. Your future achievements will be limitless. But tell me about the Taoist venerable you want to kill. I don't need the reason, Just the specifics so I can choose the appropriate treasure for you.
Lin Moyu organized his thoughts.
There is a Taoist venerable who has lived for more than 2 million years. He once sealed himself. Before sealing, he should have reached the 6th realm of Taoist venerable, or even stronger. Now he has broken the seal and is coming to kill me.
The third ancestor's eyebrows tightened slightly.
A Taoist venerable who has lived for 2 million years actually sacrificed his lifespan to break the seal and come out to kill you.
He looked at Lin Moyu.
So you are the son of Taiyin who has been making waves recently.
Lin Moyu was stunned for a moment, then smiled bitterly. This kind of person was really hard to fool. With just a few clues, he could guess a lot of information immediately. His identity as the son of Taiyin was exposed. Lin Moyu did not deny it.
Senior has a keen eye.
The third ancestor laughed.
It's not difficult to guess. If someone like this breaks the seal, the loss is unimaginable. Since they did this, there must be something more important. And for them, nothing is more important than luck. Luck can increase their lifespan and reduce the loss of self-sealing. With your identity as the son of Taiyin and your own luck, as long as you are killed, the Taoist master can not only make up for the loss of breaking the seal, but also live at least 300,000 years longer. At their level, living 1 more year is precious, let alone 300,000 years.
Lin Moyu found that the third ancestor seemed to enjoy talking and spoke in detail. He could only listen obediently and let the third ancestor speak comfortably first. After the third ancestor finished speaking, he pointed his finger, and a projection appeared in front of Lin Moyu.
I thought about it, and these treasures may be suitable for you. Take a look.
Many treasures were revealed in the projection, and Lin Moyu could focus on them to get detailed information. Shooting Sky Sword, a one-time magic weapon in the Daozuan realm, driven by a 7th level fine origin crystal. It can instantly burst out power beyond the Daozuan master realm. Price: 50,000 master level fine origin crystals. Sealing Heaven Array, a 7th level array, which can cover a piece of heaven and earth, and everyone on the array cannot leave. It lasts for 1 hour. Price: 60,000 3rd level fine origin crystals. Soul-destroying Needle, a one-time magic weapon in the Daozuan realm, which can severely damage the soul of a Daozuan 3rd level strongman. Price: 60,000 3rd level fine origin crystals. Heavenly Dao Clothes Imitation, a one-time magic weapon of Daozuan realm, which can block the attacks of Daozuan 4 realms after use, and the duration is 10 minutes. The more violent the attack, the shorter the duration. Price: 80,000 level fine origin crystals. These treasures were designed to deal with strongmen of the 3rd realm of Daozuan, ensuring a kill. But the prices were also shocking. For example, the price of the Sky Shooting Sword was 50,000 3rd level fine origin crystals. Even the Yin family at the time couldn't afford it. Lin Moyu could certainly afford it. When Infinite Fusion completed the fusion of the origin crystals, he would have 2,000 7th level fine origin crystals, equivalent to 20 million 3rd level fine origin crystals. Only 50,000 was no problem. Even with a wave of his hand, it would not be a problem to take all the treasures the third ancestor brought out. But Lin Moyu couldn't do that. If he did, it would immediately arouse the third ancestor's suspicion. No one could take out so many origin crystals at will, even if Lin Moyu robbed a holy place. Moreover, these things could only deal with the strongmen of the 3rd realm of Daozuan and seemed useless for the 4th realm of Daozuan. Lin Moyu was puzzled.
It seems not enough to only deal with Daozuan 3 realms.
The third ancestor said,
There is no way. You are only Tianzuan now, and it is the limit to be able to use such a treasure. You should know that any treasure has limitations and will also have backlash. If you are given a stronger treasure, you can't bear the backlash at all, and you may die before killing the opponent. You mean if I am in the Daozuan realm, I can have a way?
The third ancestor shook his head.
The strong men in the 4th realm of Daozuan are different from those in the 3rd realm. Starting from the 4th realm, Daozuan will master a magic, the heavenly Dao True Body. When they use the Dao True Body, Their combat power will instantly increase hundreds of times. In the state of the Dao True Body, it is not easy to kill them. Even if you become a Dao Zun, it is unlikely that you can use treasures to cross levels and kill Dao Zun 4 realms or above. But if you really become a Dao Zun, there are treasures that can save your life. The other party's extreme sublimation will not last too long, at most about 10 minutes.
Lin Moyu immediately asked,
Excuse me, third ancestor, what is the treasure?
The third ancestor pointed a finger and projected a pill. The pill was black and round, with nothing special about it. But its effect shocked Lin Moyu. When Lin Moyu saw the pill information, he was sure that it was what he wanted. Dao Immortal Pill. After taking it, you can temporarily merge with the immortal Dao, keeping the body and soul immortal, and ignoring any attack. It lasts for 10 minutes and can be used above the Dao Zun realm. Price, 100,000 third-level fine origin crystals. 2,652,650. Hashtag chapter 2650. It's him, how could it be him? When Lin Moyu saw the Dao Immortal Pill, he knew it was exactly what he needed. The price of 100,000 origin crystals was steep, but he had to buy it. For others, the Dao Immortal Pill guaranteed survival for 10 minutes. For Lin Moyu, it might have other uses, though he wasn't sure yet and needed to test it. Even if his idea couldn't be realized, just blocking an attack for 10 minutes was enough. Lin Moyu asked cautiously,
Senior third ancestor, how many Dao Immortal Pills do you have?
The third ancestor laughed.
My friend, you seem quite wealthy.
Lin Moyu knew that some things were hard to hide. The number of origin crystals he possessed exceeded that of many Dao masters. Even heavenly masters from powerful forces were far less wealthy than him. Hearing the third ancestor's words, he knew he had aroused suspicion. Lin Moyu said softly,
It's all thanks to a few adventures that I have some wealth.
The third ancestor smiled.
There are 2 Dao Immortal Pills in total. As a senior member, you get a 20% discount. That will be 160,000 third-level origin crystals. Although I shouldn't ask, this ancestor is very interested in your adventures. If you are willing, can you tell me in private to satisfy my curiosity?
The third ancestor had already spoken, and Lin Moyu knew he had to find an excuse. Otherwise, it would be difficult to pass this level. Although the third ancestor was polite to him for Lu Fengyao's sake, if he knew some of Lin Moyu's secrets, he would kill him without hesitation for his treasures. This was an old fox and not easy to fool. Fortunately, Lin Moyu had a draft in mind and remained calm.
Since the senior wants to hear it, then I will tell you. The first adventure was the Sea Boundary Order. At that time, I was appreciated by the king of the Sea Boundary and received some rewards, including a lot of origin crystals.
Lin Moyu believed that Lu Fengyao must have told the third ancestor about the Sea Boundary Order, so it would not be a mistake to mention it. However, the Sea Boundary Order alone was not enough to convince the third ancestor. The third ancestor laughed.
Your performance in the Sea Boundary Order was indeed excellent. The king of the Sea Boundary also appreciates you, and it is reasonable to give you more rewards.
Lin Moyu continued.
The second adventure is still related to the king of the Sea Boundary. I became a heavenly venerable in the Sea Boundary. When I became a heavenly venerable, I happened to meet a senior. Later, the king of the Sea Boundary found out and gave me a lot of things.
The third ancestor seemed very interested.
What senior?
Lin Moyu shook his head.
I don't know that senior either. I only know that he likes to wear green robes and ride a green cow.
The third ancestor frowned immediately. He did not recognize the identity of the person Lin Moyu described. Lin Moyu's words were half true and half false, making it difficult to distinguish. Lin Moyu continued.
The third adventure was in the Tianlai Mountains. At that time, I mistakenly entered the depths of the Tianlai Mountains and had some adventures there. The 8th level origin spirit stone that I obtained before was from the Tianlai Mountains.
The third ancestor looked at Lin Moyu, trying to discern the truth of his words. Among the 3 adventures, 1 and 3 were true, while the second was half true and half false. Coupled with Lin Moyu's superb acting skills, even a deity would find it hard to distinguish. After a few moments, the third ancestor asked,
Is Senior Tianlei okay?
Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat. It turned out that the third ancestor knew about Taoist Tianlei. He immediately said,
It turns out that the senior also knows Brother Tianlei. Brother Tianlei is safe and is preparing to impact that mysterious realm again.
The third ancestor said,
In fact, from the moment you took out the 8th level Thunder Attribute Origin Crystal, I knew that you had a close relationship with Senior Tianlei. Okay, I won't make things difficult for you, and I won't take your 160,000 Origin Crystals. Based on your answer just now, 3 adventures, each worth 10,000, so I will take 130,000 Origin Crystals from you.
Lin Moyu immediately said,
Except for the Dao Immortal Pill, I don't want to buy the Heavenly Dao clothes tonight. Yes.
The third ancestor agreed without any hesitation. Lin Moyu asked again,
Senior third ancestor, I wonder if you can sell body parts.
The third ancestor frowned.
Body parts?
Lin Moyu said,
The body parts of Dao Zun realm. I have a secret method that requires the use of body parts.
The third ancestor shook his head.
Currently, there are none. After the death of strong men above the 4th realm of Dao Zun, their bodies will be taken away by the Dao. Unless some special means are used, it is difficult to obtain them. But if you need it, this ancestor can post a task for you in the Chamber of Commerce, and maybe you will have a chance to get it in the future.
Lin Moyu immediately said shamelessly,
Then I'll trouble you, third ancestor.
2 spots of light flew out of the vortex behind the third ancestor. A pill bottle containing 2 Dao immortal pills and a nearly transparent treasured garment, the Heavenly Dao garment. The third ancestor said,
Dao immortal pills are 130,000, and the Heavenly Dao garment is 64,000, a total of 194,000. I'll round it up to 200,000.
Lin Moyu was stunned. How could this be so? How could this rounding be reversed? 194,000 directly to 200,000. Speechless, but Lin Moyu did not bargain and happily took out 27th level exquisite origin crystals. The third ancestor took it with a smile.
Little guy, you seem quite happy. It seems you are really wealthy.
Lin Moyu smiled bitterly.
Junior is really distressed, Senior. Please stop joking with me.
The third ancestor said,
Since you are so happy, I will give you a small reward.
The power of the great Tao surged from the third ancestor's fingertips, condensing into a light spot, which flew into Lin Moyu's hand.
There is a piece of information inside. Take a good look at it after you go back. It may be useful.
Lin Moyu put away the light spot and immediately saluted the third ancestor.
Thank you, third ancestor.
The third ancestor waved his hand.
Okay, you can go now. I am leaving too. By the way, remember to tell Shui girl that this deal is on her head.
The third ancestor disappeared, and the formation in the room stopped. Lin Moyu left the room and saw Lu Shui and Lu Fengqing waiting outside. As soon as Lin Moyu came out, the two asked about the situation in unison. Lin Moyu only said that he had bought the things he needed from the third ancestor. When Lu Shui knew that this deal was on her head, she was so excited that she almost hugged Lin Moyu. Lu Fengqing asked,
What did you buy from the third ancestor?
Lin Moyu laughed.
You can ask him yourself and find out.
Of course, he wouldn't tell. Lu Fengqing was so angry that his teeth itched. Asking the third ancestor, could he do such a thing that breaks the rules? It was just uncomfortable. In a mysterious place, the third ancestor slowly opened his eyes.
The old man in green riding a green cow. I seem to have heard of it somewhere.
He said to the void.
0. Check the information of the old man in green riding a green cow.
A soft voice immediately sounded in the void.
Yes.
The third ancestor whispered,
Smelly boy, I hope you are not lying to me.
After a few seconds, the soft voice sounded again in the void.
The information has been found.
The third ancestor immediately checked the information, Then his eyes widened, and the next second he closed the information in panic.
It turned out to be him. How could it be him? This kid, he's actually related to that guy. No, I can't think about it. I can't think about it.
The third ancestor seemed frightened and even a little incoherent. 2651, 2651. Chapter 2651. Take it out and show it to me. It was already noon when Lin Moyu left Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. He did not return to the courtyard, but went to the Master of Refining. He wanted to find a Master of Refining at level 5 or above to repair his origin shuttle. In the origin continent, whether one has a suitable means of transportation makes a huge difference. It is very important for both saving time and ensuring safety. Means of transportation also have various functions. Some are powerful in combat, some excel in defense, and some have special abilities. Just like the best means of transportation in the chaotic zone is the Feiyun boat. But once you leave the chaotic zone, the Feiyun boat loses its advantage completely. The origin shuttle is a means of transportation left by the Tianshan sect. It is very fast, far exceeding the Feiyun boat. Except for some special places, the role of the origin shuttle is also far superior to the Feiyun boat. Lu Fengyao had said before that in the Master of Refining Guild in big cities,
063.
Could find a Master of Refining at level 5 or above to repair the origin shuttle. The scale of the Master of Refining building looks even more magnificent than that of Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. This organization, composed of countless weapon refining masters, has many powerful experts within. Those top weapon refining masters are all in the Grandmasters Association, and there are also strong individuals in the 5th and 6th realms of Daozuan. But the Weapon Refining Grandmasters Association is only a 5-star force, not even 6 stars. The reason is that it is a relatively loose organization, and the weapon refining masters in it also come from other forces. There are not many strong people who truly belong to the Weapon Refining Grandmasters Association. There are also the Talisman Master Association, the Formation Master Association, etc. in a similar situation. But under normal circumstances, no one dares to provoke them. Even the Holy Lands are unwilling to offend them, otherwise they would become enemies of weapon refining masters across the world. People came and went in front of the Weapon Refining Grandmasters Association, and Lin Moyu followed the crowd inside. He is not a senior member here, and he has no special privileges. The layout of the Grandmasters Association is somewhat similar to that of the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. There are also counters filled with various magic weapons. They are all magic weapons and only magic weapons. There is nothing else. Each magic weapon is clearly marked with a price, and the level and function are clearly stated. At the same time, it does not state which weapon refiner made it. These magic weapons are all from the weapon refiners in the Grand Master Association. The weapon refiners have regulations that magic weapons not made by the weapon refiners in the Grand Master Association are not allowed to be sold here. Lin Moyu looked around and then walked towards the second floor. The first floor is where magic weapons are sold, and the second floor is where the refiners take business. There are many weapon refinery rooms on the second floor. Standing outside, you can see weapon refiners working inside. There are special guards outside each weapon refinery room. The weapon refiners will accept a few outer disciples, who can be used to guard the door and handle some daily affairs. For example, whether a deal can be accepted, what the approximate price is, etc. The weapon refiners are very busy, especially those above the master level. How could they have the leisure time to discuss business with others? If they meet someone with good qualifications, they will accept them as personal disciples and pass on their skills. Outside the refining rooms, the names, levels, and areas of expertise of the refiners are also written. In short, the main goal is to be open and transparent, saving a lot of time. Lin Moyu walked through the refining rooms and finally stopped in front of one of them. He looked at the information hanging outside the refining room. Lin Huguang, a 6th-level refining master, is mainly skilled at refining flying magic weapons.
He has the same surname as me. Let's choose him.
A young man who was only in the True God realm was sitting outside the weapon refining room. When he saw Lin Moyu coming, he immediately stood up and said,
Senior, are you here to see Master Lin?
Lin Moyu nodded.
Yes, I wonder when Master Lin will be free.
The young man said,
Master Lin is refining now. I was told before that it will take about 5 hours.
Then the young man quickly calculated.
It has been more than 4 hours now. It should be soon. I don't know what the senior wants to refine. You can tell me first.
Lin Moyu nodded.
I want to find Master Lin to repair a flying magic weapon.
The young man continued to ask, wondering what level of flying magic weapon the senior wanted to repair. Lin Moyu said,
An origin shuttle, but I don't know what level it is. Origin shuttle?
The young man looked embarrassed. Obviously, he had never heard of this magic weapon. Lin Moyu looked at the young man in front of him, who was only in the true god realm, with a faint smile.
Master Lin should know. I will ask him directly.
The young man nodded.
Okay, Senior, tell Master Lin directly.
Lin Moyu calculated the time. He must go back before the Taiyin origin appears. Otherwise, he will cause unnecessary trouble. Looking at the room, Lin Huguang was busy refining the weapon. His movements were skillful, like art. Although Lin Moyu didn't know much about refining, he could tell that this master of refining had extraordinary skills just by looking at Lin Huguang's movements. Lin Moyu thought of Old Yen.
Maybe in the future, Old Yen can also become an excellent refiner.
There is no shortage of talents in the big world. What is lacking is opportunity. As long as they are given a chance, they can soar into the sky. There is a small formation inside and outside the refining room. People outside can see what is happening in the refining room, but the sound cannot be transmitted, and the master of refining inside will not be disturbed. If the refining items are very important, the refiners can also close the door and not allow anyone to watch. Time passed unknowingly. After Lin Moyu waited for about an hour, Lin Huguang finally finished. A boat-shaped magic weapon that looked extremely delicate had been refined. It seemed to be a flying magic weapon of the Tianzun realm, which should be of extraordinary value. However, Lin Huguang did not seem very satisfied. A moment later, the formation in the refining room disappeared, and Lin Huguang walked out.
Greetings, Master Lin.
Lin Moyu saluted Lin Huguang very politely. Lin Huguang is a Taoist master Suizun realm. Whether he is called a master or a senior, there will be no problem. Lin Huguang nodded.
Young man, you want to refine a magic weapon?
Lin Moyu said.
Not to refine, but to repair a flying magic weapon.
At this time, the young man next to him immediately told Lin Huguang about Lin Moyu wanting to repair the origin shuttle. When he heard
Origin shuttle,
Lin Huguang's eyes lit up. His eyes became sharp and bright, and he looked at Lin Moyu with a piercing gaze.
Do you have an origin shuttle?
Lin Moyu said.
I got one by chance, but it's damaged and needs repairing.
Lin Huguang immediately said,
Take it out for me to see.
As soon as he finished speaking, he immediately changed his words and said,
Let's talk inside.
As he said that, he pulled Lin Moyu into the refining room, and the door of the refining room slammed shut, and the formation was activated synchronously, isolating the inside and the outside. The young man was stunned on the spot.
Master Lin, what's wrong? I've never seen Master Lin so excited. What on earth is this origin shuttle?
Not only was he stunned, Lin Moyu was also a little surprised. It's just a damaged origin shuttle. Is it necessary to be so excited? But the master Lin Huguang, standing in front of him, was trembling with excitement.
Young man, take it out for me to see.
2652 2652 ## chapter 2652. Because we both have the last name Lin. As soon as Lin Moyu took out the origin shuttle, Lin Huguang's eyes flashed, and the origin shuttle was already in his hands. Master Lin Huguang was very excited. If his tone had not been polite, Lin Moyu would have thought he was going to snatch it. He had already started examining it, but it was not considered snatching for the time being. Lin Huguang looked at the origin shuttle carefully, and his whole body was trembling. A Dao Zun could become like this, which showed how excited he was at the moment. Lin Moyu also noticed that he was more excited than before, and the degree of trembling became more and more intense, with his eyeballs almost falling out. Lin Moyu wanted to say,
"Please calm down, senior."
But after thinking about it, he decided it was better not to disturb him. After more than 10 minutes, Lin Huguang's mood finally stabilized a little.
"Where did you get this origin shuttle?"
Lin Moyu frowned slightly and did not answer immediately. He thought to himself, this seems to be none of your business. Lin Huguang suddenly shook his head and said,
"It doesn't matter where you got it. I just asked casually. You don't need to pay attention. I tell you, this origin shuttle should have been a third-level Taoist master before it was damaged. It is seriously damaged. Even if it is repaired, it will only be restored to the first level of Taoist master. If you are unlucky, it will fall to the supreme level."
Lin Moyu didn't expect that the origin shuttle was originally a magic weapon of the third level of Taoist master. This level is really high. Lin Huguang looked very conflicted, as if he was struggling in his heart. After a while, he sighed and said,
"I am only a 6th level refining master. Although I can repair this origin shuttle, I am not sure that it can be restored to the Taoist realm. If you go to a 7th level refining master, they should be able to restore the origin shuttle to the Taoist realm."
When saying this, Lin Huguang gave Lin Moyu a feeling of heartache, and he seemed reluctant to let go. Lin Moyu could see that he wanted to repair the origin shuttle himself, but just as he said, he was not sure that he could restore it to the Daozun realm. Lin Moyu asked,
"I have a question. I don't know why you were so excited just now. I'm a little curious. I wonder if you can tell me."
Lin Huguang chuckled.
"What's wrong with that? I've been stuck at the 6th level for many years, and I'm always one step away from the 7th level. If we refiners want to advance, we need to refine magic weapons of the corresponding level. I just need to refine a magic weapon of the Daozun realm. Refining again and again, failing again and again, always a little short. This origin shuttle of yours was once a Daozun 3 level one. If it can be repaired, it will be a rare learning experience for me. I am 80% sure that by repairing this origin shuttle, I can take this step and be promoted to the 7th level refining master. But I have principles and cannot damage the magic weapon for selfish reasons. You can go to the 7th level refining master to repair it, and I will find another way."
Lin Huguang's words were very honest, and Lin Moyu was also a little moved. Lin Moyu said,
"No need, please repair the origin shuttle for me."
Lin Huguang whispered,
"You know, I only have 60% confidence at most, and I want to repair it to the Supreme Tao realm."
Lin Moyu smiled.
"No problem, 60% confidence is high enough."
Lin Huguang looked at Lin Moyu, and his eyes showed excitement again.
"Why?"
Lin Moyu smiled.
"No reason. If there must be a reason, it is because we both have the last name Lin."
Lin Huguang was stunned for a moment, and then suddenly laughed out loud.
"Your reason is good, I like it very much. In that case, I will not charge you any fees. The reason is also very simple. We both have the last name Lin."
Lin Moyu was sincere, and Lin Huguang was also sincere. The two sincere people hit it off. Lin Moyu handed the origin shuttle to Lin Huguang, and Lin Huguang estimated that it would take about 7 days. The two agreed that Lin Moyu would come back in 7 days. When leaving the Grandmasters Association, Lin Moyu felt a little strange. Communication between people is so magical. Although he and Lin Huguang had just met, it seemed like they had known each other for many years.
Does this count as being like-minded?
When Lin Moyu returned to the yard, there was still some time before night. What surprised him was that the two girls, Xiaowu and Xiaoye, had already returned. There were a lot of things in the yard, all kinds of toys and a lot of snacks. These snacks were strange and came from all over the place. Eugene City is a big city, and there are many merchants who come here to do business and transit, which also brings specialties from all over the origin continent. Some merchants not only do business with the human race, but they also sell things from the human race to the demon race, and then bring things from the demon race back to sell among the human race. When Xiao Wu saw Lin Moyu, she exclaimed,
Master, look, we bought a lot of things today.
Lin Moyu smiled and said,
I see. Are the origin crystals I gave you enough?
Xiao Wu nodded and said,
Enough, enough. These things are not expensive.
Indeed, they were not expensive. They were just small things. Lin Moyu naturally didn't care, as long as the little girl was happy. Today he had experienced that the public security in Yujin City was quite good. There were a large number of people from the Hanshui Holy Land who continued to patrol here. Basically, there would be no trouble, so he could let them play in the city without worry. Xiao Yu ran over and handed a piece of exquisite cake to Lin Moyu, saying sweetly,
Master, this moon cake is delicious.
Lin Moyu smiled and took a bite, feeling the taste on the tip of his tongue.
Soft, glutinous, fresh, and sweet. Really good.
Xiao Yu laughed.
Master likes it.
Lin Moyu touched her head and said,
Play by yourself.
Lin Moyu came to the table and wiped it casually, and a set of tea sets appeared on the table. The tea set flew up automatically and began to brew tea. Lin Moyu took out the light spot given by the third ancestor and looked at it carefully. The light spot was enlarged in his sight, revealing its true appearance. There was something similar to a rune inside the light spot. Lin Moyu could see that it was not a rune, but a Dao pattern. The third ancestor used his own Dao pattern to condense this light spot. The light spot contains strands of the power of the Great Dao.
Without external objects, the Great Dao takes shape.
Lin Moyu said softly, This is the ability of the Dao Zun, using the power of the Great Dao to create things out of thin air. In fact, Lin Moyu could also use the power of the law to create things out of thin air, but the things created could not exist for a long time. The third ancestor used the power of the Great Dao to form Dao patterns, so that the things created could be preserved for a long time, even thousands of years. The inconspicuous light spot on the fingertips recorded a piece of information. Originally, it should have been carried by an artifact such as a jade plate, but the third ancestor directly used his own power of the Great Dao to carry it, and the level was much more advanced. Lin Moyu looked at it for a moment, and at his current level, he still couldn't understand the Dao pattern. The soul force moved slightly and communicated with the light spot. The light spot immediately flew into Lin Moyu's brow and turned into a stream of information entering his soul. 2653 2653 ## chapter 2653. You can't go over there. There wasn't much information recorded in the light spot, but it surprised Lin Moyu a little. The information was related to the Jade Sword. There are a total of 72 swords like the Jade Sword on the origin continent. These 72 swords are distributed across 4 continents and were left by a powerful predecessor, collectively known as the 72 origin swords. No one knows how long the 72 origin swords have stood between heaven and earth. From the earliest records, it has been more than 10 million years. The sword that existed 10 million years ago has always stood firm, giving Lin Moyu a sense of vastness. He had not really seen the Jade Sword. Only by getting within 100 miles of the Jade Sword could he truly feel its unique aura. No one knew whether the predecessor who inserted the 72 origin swords into the origin continent had passed away. However, there is a legend that has been circulating on the origin continent for thousands of years. It says that as long as you can get the 72 origin swords and become their master, you can control the entire origin continent. Of course, this is just a legend, and most people do not believe it. From ancient times to now, for countless years, there has never been a true master of the origin continent. Even legendary figures have not been able to become the master of the origin continent. Some people even believe that there will never be a master of the origin continent. Lin Moyu doesn't care about these legends. He cares more about practical things. What the third ancestor told him was practical. In Yujin City, there are 2 most practical things. One is to climb the ice tower of the corresponding realm to prove yourself and have the qualifications to join the Ice Holy Land. The second is to get the recognition of the Jade Sword. If you want to get the recognition of the Jade Sword, the method is simple: get close to the Jade Sword. As long as you can get within 10 kilometers of the Jade Sword, you can get its recognition and receive a reward. The reward of the Jade Sword is an Origin Sword energy, which can help practitioners break through bottlenecks. Unfortunately, each practitioner can only get one reward. The most important thing is that this Origin Sword energy can be used at any time, such as when a Tianzun breaks through to Daozuan, and it will have unexpected effects. This information is public, and Lin Moyu could know it if he wanted to. But the information given by the third ancestor is deeper. He told Lin Moyu that the closer he gets, the stronger the Origin Sword energy he will receive. How to get close depends on the Heart of Tao. A strong Heart of Tao is the key to getting close to the Jade Sword, and it has nothing to do with the realm of cultivation. Some people who are only Tianzuan go further than Daozuan, but that is a very small number, and those people will eventually become powerful Daozuan. Many people approach the Jade Sword ignorantly, only knowing to fight against it, knowing the result but not the reason. The little information from the third ancestor helped Lin Moyu solve some confusion. Additionally, there is another very important piece of information that the third ancestor mentioned, which may be useful. The Origin Sword energy obtained can not only help oneself break through bottlenecks but also burst out. If the Origin Sword energy obtained is strong enough, it can burst out with amazing power and even kill strong men above the fourth realm of Daozuan. Treasures can hardly kill strong men above the fourth level of Daozuan, but the Origin Sword energy of the Jade Sword can do it. Lin Moyu digested the information given by the third ancestor and said to himself,
So, as long as I get close enough to the Jade Sword and get strong enough Origin Sword energy, I will have a chance to use this sword energy to injure or even kill Xiao Dongxing. But using the Origin Sword energy to kill someone is too wasteful. After all, there is only one chance, and no one can get a second Origin Sword energy. There are 72 Origin Swords, but there is only one Origin Sword energy. As long as I get it from the Jade Sword, I will not be able to get the Origin Sword energy from other Origin Swords. No matter what, let's get it first. It's better to have it than not to have it. It can be used everywhere.
Lin Moyu finally decided to get the Origin Sword energy of the Jade Sword. No matter whether it is useful or not, he would get it first. If his life is gone, then no Origin Sword energy will be useful. The Taiyin Origin appeared in the air and took the place of the Sun Origin. The Taiyin talisman lit up between Lin Moyu's eyebrows, and the Taiyin talisman sparkled, adding 3 points of mystery to Lin Moyu. He did not go to the Jade Sword immediately. If he wanted to go, he would wait until the Taiyin Origin left tomorrow. Lin Moyu drank tea slowly, his consciousness sinking into the big world, and the three of them communicated. The human emperor had sorted out the situation of the major sects in Nanzhou. Lin Moyu was digesting and absorbing this information. Gradually, he became more and more familiar with the situation in Nanzhou. In addition to some secret information, he knew everything about the major sects and families in Nanzhou. The human emperor established a complete database for analysis, and the final result confirmed that Nanzhou was indeed no longer suitable for establishing new forces. With this information, the human emperor and Lin Moyu discussed and began to formulate the next plan. They wanted to gain a foothold in the origin continent, and the best choice was indeed Dongzhou. Only the chaotic Dongzhou had the soil to breed new forces. After discussing for a night, a preliminary plan took shape. Next, the human emperor would improve the plan and start making corresponding preparations. This is a very complicated project, not only related to Lin Moyu but also involving countless powerful people in the entire world. In the human emperor's plan, there are no less than 10,000 people involved, and each person must be carefully selected. In this regard, Lin Moyu did not interfere. This was the strength of the human emperor. He could just be a hands-off shopkeeper. Before leaving, he would see if he could buy some technological magic weapons to make the human emperor stronger.
Old Star is still more troublesome. I don't know what to do.
Old Star's existence is too special. Lin Moyu couldn't think of a solution for a while. He could only think about it in the future. When the Sun Origin appeared, Lin Moyu went to the Jade Sword as soon as possible. No matter when and where, Jade Sword City is always bustling. People in each area are brought to life by Jade Sword City. Lin Moyu walked through the streets of Jade Sword City and walked out of the back gate. Then he saw a huge formation. The formation was arranged along the 100-kilometer range of the Jade Sword, forming a huge semicircle, connecting the chaotic zone. If you want to get close to the Jade Sword, you can only go through the formation. The Jade Sword is connected to the Tao Sword at the other end of the chaotic zone, and there is sword energy running through each other. If you come from the chaotic zone, you will face the sword energy of the Jade Sword, which is not a joke. A Dao Zun once lost his life because of it. The reason why Hanshui Holy Land arranged the formation is because it wants to make money. All those who want to get close to the Jade Sword must pay a toll to the Hanshui Holy Land. Each person is charged 100 third-order ordinary origin crystals each time. The price is a bit expensive, but this is the rule set by the Hanshui Holy Land. This rule alone has blocked most of the districts, and the Hanshui Holy Land has made a lot of money just by charging this fee. If you don't want to pay, you can only face the extremely dangerous sword energy. Most people will choose to pay to pass. No one is willing to risk their lives for 100 third-order ordinary origin crystals. There are many people going to the Jade Sword. Lin Moyu lined up in front of the passage and was about to pay the toll when he was stopped by someone.
You can't go over there.
2654 2654. Hashtag chapter 2654. Where are you? I'm coming. Lin Moyu frowned slightly. It was clear the other party was targeting him deliberately. When he was still in the queue, he had noticed the other party looking at him several times. The seemingly casual glances were full of ridicule. The person wore a robe with the logo of Hanshui Holy Land. From the aura he exuded, it was evident he was a Taoist master from Hanshui Holy Land. In this territory, no one dared to provoke a Taoist master from Hanshui Holy Land. Lin Moyu was certain he did not know this Taoist master, and although the master had stopped him, it was clear he did not know Lin Moyu either.
Someone must have instructed him to do this.
Lin Moyu thought.
But how did he know to stop me specifically?
Lin Moyu's thoughts raced, and he immediately realized it was likely related to Zhao Dongsheng. Although Zhao Dongsheng had not acted against him in Yujin City, he must have planted a mark on him. Zhao Dongsheng probably guessed he might go to the Jade Sword and instructed the Taoist master of Hanshui Holy Land to prevent him from going there. Zhao Dongsheng's plan was clear. He wanted to ensure Lin Moyu could not leave Yujin City. If Lin Moyu left, Zhao Dongsheng would take action. This way, Lin Moyu would lose the chance to obtain the Origin Sword energy. Without the Origin Sword energy, he could not use it to threaten Zhao Dongsheng.
Old fox.
Lin Moyu cursed in his heart. This old fox, who had lived for 1,000,000 years, was truly meticulous. Although he had guessed it, Lin Moyu still asked,
Why did the senior stop me?
The Taoist master from Hanshui Holy Land chuckled.
No reason, just don't want you to go.
He was very unreasonable, and without any explanation, he told Lin Moyu directly in a domineering manner. Lin Moyu frowned and said,
I'm afraid it's unreasonable for the senior to do this.
The other party laughed.
You are a mere Tianzuan, and you dare to reason with me here? Don't forget your identity. Here, the words of a Taoist master are the reason. Get out. If you dare to say another word of nonsense, I will kill you directly.
This unreasonable Taoist master was not the first Lin Moyu had encountered. However, from his eyes, Lin Moyu could see that the other party was not truly unreasonable. There was shrewdness hidden in his eyes, and even a hint of murderous intent. Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat.
He is deliberately provoking me. If I make the first move or insult him, he can justifiably attack me.
Even the Taoist elders of Hanshui Holy Land must abide by the rules in Yujin City. He could not take the initiative to attack Lin Moyu if he had not made any mistakes. The rules of Hanshui Holy Land were very strict, and no one could violate them. If Lin Moyu made the first move or insulted him with rude words, then the Taoist master could attack him openly. The Taoist master could not be insulted, especially not a Taoist master from Hanshui Holy Land. However, Lin Moyu also knew that the other party would definitely not kill him. At most, he would seriously injure him and then throw him out of Yujin City. The one who would ultimately kill him would be Zhao Dongsheng. Lin Moyu was not angry but smiled instead.
I wonder what your name is, senior?
The other party was surprised by Lin Moyu's attitude and said coldly,
What qualifications do you have to ask my name? Get out of here. You are in the way.
Lin Moyu was still not angry and just smiled.
It's Zhao Dongsheng, right?
Suddenly, the Taoist master's smile froze, but only for less than half a second before he shouted,
What are you talking about? Get out.
Although he didn't admit it, Lin Moyu already knew the answer from his expression. It was indeed Zhao Dongsheng who had bribed the other party to prevent him from getting the origin sword energy. Zhao Dongsheng had left the Wanling mark on him and then told the Taoist master of Hanshui Holy Land how to sense the mark, ensuring Lin Moyu could not go there and eliminating his last chance of a comeback. As for the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, Zhao Dongsheng must have known about it but couldn't interfere due to the importance of the Chamber of Commerce. He knew that no matter what treasure Lin Moyu obtained there, it would not pose any threat to strong men above the fourth realm of Daozuan. So Zhao Dongsheng didn't stop him from going to the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce because he didn't need to. Only the origin sword energy was a variable, and Zhao Dongsheng would not let him go there. Zhao Dongsheng even wanted to take the opportunity to get him out of Yujin City and kill him. Lin Moyu left, and he left very cleanly, which surprised the other party. The Taoist master of Hanshui Holy Land looked at Lin Moyu's receding figure.
This kid is really extraordinary. He is not angry even at this level. But it doesn't matter. Just don't let him go.
At this time, another Taoist master of Hanshui Holy Land said beside him,
Elder Mu, you drove people away in public like this. Aren't you afraid of being punished by the Holy Land?
Elder Mu sneered.
Even if there is a punishment, how heavy can it be? This elder has done nothing but dislike him. This elder has a bad temper. If you want to punish him, then punish him.
Their voices were heard by Lin Moyu, who thought to himself,
He is surnamed Mu, an elder of a different surname, but he is quite courageous.
Now he was very familiar with Hanshui Holy Land and knew that there were two types of elders in Hanshui Holy Land. One type had the surname Gu, such as Gu Nianhai, who was an elder of the Gu family. The other type was the elders of other surnames. Although they were also elders, their actual power was far less than that of the elders of the original surname. Hanshui Holy Land was, after all, the holy land of the Gu family, and power was naturally concentrated in their own hands. But after all, he was an elder, and he would not be punished too severely for doing something like today. Compared with the benefits given by Zhao Dongsheng, a mere punishment was definitely nothing. He could use excuses such as a bad mood or bad temper. Lin Moyu sneered.
Your punishment will not be so light.
He had now figured out all the situations in Nanzhou and knew the various rules of the different forces. Each force had its own rules. Only by knowing the rules could you know how to play this game. Since Zhao Dongsheng could bribe Elder Mu, Lin Moyu could also think of a way to deal with it. The solution Lin Moyu thought of was very simple. Find someone. Back in the yard, Lin Moyu took out the private jade card given by Gu Hanyu and activated the Dao Thought in the card with his soul. Through the Dao Thought, Lin Moyu could directly communicate with Gu Hanyu across billions of miles. In fact, without the jade card, Lin Moyu could also contact Gu Hanyu through Lian Lizi, but it was more troublesome, and it was more labor-saving to use the jade card.
Is the lady here?
The influence of Lian Lizi was getting deeper and deeper. Lin Moyu had really regarded Gu Hanyu as his wife. After a few breaths, Gu Hanyu's voice sounded from the jade card.
I'm here.
The sound of
I'm here
was full of tenderness. Obviously, Gu Hanyu was also strongly influenced by Lian Lizi. Otherwise, with her personality, she would never speak in this tone. Lin Moyu said,
I have something to tell you.
After a few breaths, Gu Hanyu's beautiful voice sounded again.
Go ahead.
Lin Moyu said,
A Taoist wants to kill me. Where are you? I'll come over.
2655 2000 655. ## chapter 2655. I'm going to kill Zhao Dongsheng now. Gu Hanyu didn't even ask who wanted to kill Lin Moyu, let alone the other party's realm. She directly asked where Lin Moyu was, indicating her eagerness to come over and help. Lin Moyu could imagine the look of eagerness to save her husband. He smiled and said,
No, I can handle it myself, but I have something to tell you.
Gu Hanyu's voice turned serious.
Who wants to kill you?
Lin Moyu replied,
Zhao Dongxing from the Dao sect.
After a moment of silence, Gu Hanyu asked again,
Zhao Dongxing from 2 million years ago.
Lin Moyu confirmed,
Yes, it's that old guy who broke the seal to kill me.
Gu Hanyu's voice grew colder.
It seems they know you are the son of Taiyin.
Lin Moyu's tone was relaxed.
Actually, I'm very curious how they knew I was the son of Taiyin. When I first met Zhao Dongxing, he wasn't completely sure it was me.
Gu Hanyu explained,
Zhao Dongxing comprehended the way of all spirits. He dissected countless spirit beasts and gained many special abilities.
Lin Moyu asked,
What exactly is the way of all spirits?
Gu Hanyu continued,
The way of all spirits is a very strange path. It can absorb the abilities of the blood of various creatures and turn their abilities into its own. However, the success rate varies. Some are high, and some are low. No wonder he dissected a large number of spirit beasts. He wanted to gain their blood abilities.
Lin Moyu finally understood Zhao Dongxing's actions. It was a pity he didn't get the ability of the sky-swallowing rat. Otherwise, his achievements might have been even greater. Suddenly, Lin Moyu felt his soul vibrate, and an invisible breath descended into his soul world. Gu Hanyu suddenly said,
I know where you are. Wait for me.
Lin Moyu immediately called out,
Wait.
Lin Moyu just wanted to talk to Gu Hanyu about what happened in Yujin City, and never thought she would come. But he never expected Gu Hanyu to come so decisively, without giving him a chance to object. Looking at the yard that was messed up by the two crazy girls, he waved his hand and took away all the things. Then a breeze blew, and the yard was as clean as new. Lin Moyu thought it was not enough, so he took some flowers from the big world and sprinkled them around the yard for decoration. In the blink of an eye, the yard was full of elegant flower fragrance. After doing all this, the helplessness in Lin Moyu's eyes did not retreat but became more complicated.
The effect of the Lian Lizi is too powerful. It affects others' thoughts unconsciously. What kind of power is this? Even Hanyu can't resist it.
Gu Hanyu was also deeply affected by the Lian Lizi, just like himself. If not, she would not rush over without saying a word. As the master of the Holy Land, she would never move at will. Lin Moyu asked the human emperor to sort out a document about the Lian Lizi. There was very little information about the Lian Lizi, and only a few records. All the records mentioned its function but were not very clear. After Lin Moyu quickly read it, he found it was useless. The functions in the records were not as well understood as he, the one who experienced it. Not long after, the temperature in the yard suddenly dropped a little. Lin Moyu's heart moved, and the door of the yard opened automatically. Gu Hanyu stood outside gracefully. Lin Moyu's eyes lit up. Gu Hanyu had changed her clothes today. Although not gorgeous, they were extremely delicate. The close-fitting clothes perfectly showed her charming figure. Her beautiful face, combined with her temperament like ice jade, elevated Gu Hanyu's beauty to a whole new level. Gu Hanyu stepped into the yard with graceful steps, smelling the fragrance, and smiled a little. For a moment, the ice melted, and a touch of tenderness appeared in her eyes. This tenderness was only for Lin Moyu. She would not have it even when facing the Gu family's clansmen. Both of them knew that their love for each other was only because of the Lian Lizi. But knowing this, Lian Lizi still made them recognize each other subconsciously. And the fact that they were husband and wife was also undeniable. As her first man, Lin Moyu had a completely different status from other men. Lin Moyu did not stand up but smiled.
Thank you for your hard work. Come and have some tea and cakes.
Lin Moyu's words were like welcoming a family member, naturally and comfortably. Gu Hanyu was not too polite. She walked into the yard, came to Lin Moyu, sat down, and took a sip of tea. Lin Moyu brewed iced tea, which came from the Ice Clan of the Great World. After the Ice Clan was destroyed, iced tea was retained. Lin Moyu smiled.
Are you used to it?
Gu Hanyu nodded slightly.
It's drinkable.
The tea in the Great World was naturally not comparable to that in the origin continent. With Gu Hanyu's status and position, she usually drank top-notch tea. Lin Moyu didn't mind.
Actually, you don't have to come here. I can handle it.
Gu Hanyu raised her eyebrows slightly.
If you could handle it, you wouldn't have told me.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Because it's about Han's Holy Land, I had to tell you, the master. Otherwise, if I do something out of the ordinary, it will make things difficult for you.
Gu Hanyu said.
Tell me about it.
Lin Moyu recounted the whole story before and after Zhao Dongsheng appeared. Gu Hanyu frowned slightly.
According to what you said, Elder Mu accepted Zhao Dongxing's benefits, so he deliberately made things difficult for you.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Although I don't have direct evidence, I believe in my judgment. The elders in the Holy Land are colluding with the elders in the Dao sect, so I told you about this matter and let you make the decision.
There have been conflicts between Hanshui Holy Land and the Dao sect for many years. In history, the two sides have fought many battles. Even if they are not mortal enemies, they can't stand together. The elders of the two colluding with each other would naturally not be allowed. Gu Hanyu said,
I will have someone investigate this matter. I will deal with Zhao Dongxing.
Lin Moyu shook his head.
Don't worry about Zhao Dongxing's affairs. I will handle it myself.
As the master of the Holy Land, it was the first time Gu Hanyu's words were directly opposed. If it were someone else, she would have been angry long ago. But the person in front of her was Lin Moyu, and she couldn't get angry at all. Not only was she not angry, but she was also a little worried.
How are you going to solve it?
Lin Moyu said.
Of course, I will kill him.
Gu Hanyu stared at Lin Moyu with her beautiful eyes.
He was a Dao Zun of the 6th realm before he sealed himself. Even if he is now unsealed, he still maintains the cultivation of the Dao Zun realm and can also sublimate to the extreme, restoring the combat power of the Dao Zun 6th realm in a short time. In addition, the way of all spirits is strange and changeable. With your strength, how can you win?
Lin Moyu smiled slightly.
I naturally have a way. Don't forget, you didn't kill me at that time, right?
Gu Hanyu was momentarily speechless and couldn't refute. Even she couldn't kill Lin Moyu, and she was a real Dao Zun of the 6th realm, no worse than Zhao Dongsheng in his heyday. But the situation at that time was different. Gu Hanyu still couldn't feel at ease, but Lin Moyu seemed to have made a decision, and she couldn't refute it. Gu Hanyu's eyes turned, and her tone changed accordingly, with a hint of coquettishness. It seemed softer but more difficult to refuse.
No, I'm still worried. Should I go kill Zhao Dongxing right now?
2656 2656 ## chapter 2656. Madam, why is your face red? Gu Hanyu seemed ready to take action. As long as Zhao Dongsheng was still in Yujin City, Gu Hanyu would find him. With her abilities, it shouldn't be difficult to kill Zhao Dongsheng, who had broken his seal. But Lin Moyu didn't think so.
Zhao Dongxing dared to appear here. He must have a backup plan. Even if you take action, you may not be able to kill him. Han's Holy Land and the Dao sect have finally been at peace for these years. It's not a good idea to break that peace for me.
Gu Hanyu raised her eyebrows. Lin Moyu's words made her uncomfortable. Unconsciously, Lin Moyu's position in her mind had changed. Lin Moyu asked,
Do others know that you are here this time?
Gu Hanyu shook her head.
No one knows.
Lin Moyu had a plan in mind.
If that's the case, then I have an idea. Zhao Dongxing should have two ways to kill me. One is to find a way to drive me out of Yujin City, where he can kill me without restraint. The second method is to wait for me to arrive in Dongzhou by boat and kill me there. But that would be more troublesome. There's a saying that the longer the night, the more dreams there are. As long as there's a possibility, Zhao Dongxing will definitely choose the first method. In this case, I want to use myself as bait to lure Zhao Dongxing out of Yujian City and then kill him outside. You can protect me in secret, and if I am defeated, you can take action. I have contacted Zhao Dongxing twice. This person is very cautious. If I leave the city directly, it will inevitably arouse suspicion. We need to think of a way.
Gu Hanyu listened carefully and did not interrupt. In her eyes, Lin Moyu at this time had a strange charm. Although Lin Moyu's realm was not high, he looked confident, as if Zhao Dongsheng had been thoroughly planned for. Thinking of herself, she had been calculating for many years, especially after becoming the master of the Holy Land. She preferred to be straightforward and crush her opponents with absolute strength. It made sense. With Lin Moyu's current strength, if he wanted to survive safely in the origin continent, he must be calculating sometimes. Gu Hanyu thought to herself.
Did he calculate me in the same way at that time?
His failure at that time was due to various reasons, and it is difficult to explain clearly. Some of them were Lin Moyu's calculations and some were luck. Even if he did it again, it would be difficult to reproduce the same result. Gu Hanyu also thought about whether it was right or wrong to use the Lianlizi, but the matter was done, and there was obviously no chance to regret it. Lin Moyu quickly formulated a complete plan. While Gu Hanyu was here, he would turn the passive into the active and kill Zhao Dongsheng.
My plan should be fine. The only trouble now is that if Zhao Dongxing dies here, how will the Dao sect react?
Gu Hanyu sneered.
No matter how they react, if they want to start a war, this Saint Lord will accompany them to the end.
Lin Moyu said.
Once the war starts, lives will be lost, and many people will die every time.
Gu Hanyu said.
Practitioners go against the will of heaven. From the moment they embark on this path, they are prepared to die in battle at any time.
Lin Moyu said.
Okay, then follow my plan and kill Zhao Dongxing.
Gu Hanyu nodded.
Okay, I'll stay in your rule world. If there is any danger, I will take action at any time.
Squeak. The gate of the courtyard was pushed open, and Xiaoye and Xiaowu rushed in with laughter. Suddenly, the two were stunned on the spot. The situation in the courtyard had changed drastically. It was as clean as new and full of flowers. Two pairs of bright big eyes stared at the peerless Gu Hanyu. Gu Hanyu's temperament was far beyond the reach of ordinary people. Xiaoye felt like an ugly duckling standing in front of Gu Hanyu and said cutely,
Big sister is so beautiful.
Xiaowu was very nervous.
Master, who is this beautiful big sister?
Lin Moyu introduced.
Gu Hanyu, my wife. This little girl who never grows up is called Xiao Wu, and her name is Xiao Yu, my disciple, the only disciple.
When Xiao Wu heard that Gu Hanyu was actually Lin Moyu's wife, she immediately changed her words.
So it's the mistress. I don't like to see the mistress.
She looked flattering at this time, but her acting skills were not very good, and she couldn't hide it from Gu Hanyu at all. It was obvious it was fake. Xiao Yu was sincere and bowed to Gu Hanyu.
Xiao Yu greets the master's wife.
She was about to kneel down but was stopped by an invisible force, and she couldn't move. Lin Moyu said,
Be sincere, no need to kneel.
Gu Hanyu also smiled and said,
Indeed, there is no need to kneel. We cultivators only kneel to our parents. Even the sky is not worthy of our kneeling.
People who cultivate have a firm heart of Taoism, and the sky is used to defy, so how can they kneel? For the master and elders, it is enough to be sincere. Xiaoye said,
Thank you for the master's teachings, Xiaoye understands.
Xiao Wu also interrupted.
Xiao Wu also understands.
Gu Hanyu looked at the cute Xiaoye and the quirky Xiao Wu and couldn't help but smile. She gently lifted her palm upwards and immediately took out two swords. The two swords were exactly the same. Just looking at the aura they exuded, both swords had reached the Tianzuan realm, and they were not ordinary Tianzuan realms. Each sword was inlaid with 9 origin crystals, and they were all 5th-level boutique origin crystals. These were 2 magic weapons that could drive attacks without realms. Gu Hanyu smiled and said,
These 2 swords are a gift.
Xiao Wu jumped up happily.
Thank you, mistress.
This guy never refuses anyone, and his thickness is second only to Lin Moyu. Xiaoya took the sword from Gu Hanyu after getting Lin Moyu's permission and saluted.
Thank you, mistress.
Gu Hanyu looked at Xiaoya, her eyes slightly shining.
The belt on Xiaoya is not ordinary.
Although Xiaoya's jade belt was hidden, it still could not hide from Gu Hanyu's eyes. The magic weapon that could be inlaid with 18 origin crystals had reached the level of Dao Zun. This kind of magic weapon that does not need to be driven by its own realm is much more precious than ordinary Dao Zun realm magic weapons. Even the Hanshui Holy Land can't produce many of them. Lin Moyu smiled and said,
This is a gift from Xiaoya's other master. Xiaoya has 2 masters, and I am just one of them.
Gu Hanyu looked at Xiaoya.
Xiaoya is blessed with great fortune. She can be favored by 2 masters. It seems that the master must be extraordinary.
Lin Moyu saw that there was a fire of gossip burning in Gu Hanyu's eyes. After all, in the origin continent, there are not many people who have 2 masters for 1 disciple. Lin Moyu couldn't help laughing and said,
Madam, don't guess randomly. Xiaoya's other master is the one in the Leishan Mountains.
Gu Hanyu was a little surprised.
I didn't expect it was that person. No wonder.
Gu Hanyu suddenly stared at Lin Moyu.
The magic weapon that hurt me before was also given by that person.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Besides him, how many people in this world can hurt you? And you can't blame me. I was always passive, including the matter of Li and Lizzie. Shut up!
Gu Hanyu interrupted Lin Moyu with a hurried shout. Xiao Wu looked at Gu Hanyu strangely.
Madam, why is your face red?
Gu Hanyu did not answer and silently turned away. Lin Moyu saw Xiao San sticking his head out of Xiao Yu's clothes pocket with a sly look, and then quickly retracting it. Relying on the protection of Xiao Yu's jade clothes, Gu Hanyu did not even notice Xiao San's existence. 2657 2657 Hashtag chapter 2657. Thinking you can use this to get away is too good to be true. The moon reclaims the sky, and the moon symbol shines between Lin Moyu's eyebrows. Gu Hanyu looks at Lin Moyu with a smile, her gaze fixed on the moon symbol. Lin Moyu asks,
Have you never seen the moon symbol before?
Gu Hanyu replies,
I've only seen it in records. This is the first time I've seen it in person. Don't move, let me take a closer look.
Lin Moyu smiles.
What's so special about it?
Gu Hanyu responds,
You're still at a low level, so you don't understand many things. This is called the origin of the Tao pattern. Studying it thoroughly can be very beneficial.
Lin Moyu asks,
What are the benefits? Tell me about them.
Gu Hanyu rolls her eyes at Lin Moyu.
The records only mention great benefits, but they don't specify what they are. Anyway, don't move, let me take a look.
Lin Moyu can't do anything but comply.
Okay, take your time.
He drank tea and ate cake slowly. Gu Hanyu was so engrossed that when Lin Moyu stuffed a piece of cake into her mouth, she instinctively chewed and ate it without reacting. At that moment, Gu Hanyu's beautiful face revealed a bit of cuteness, which was quite amusing. Gu Hanyu continued to examine the Tai-In talisman, while Lin Moyu admired her beauty. After a long time, Gu Hanyu sighed.
It seems I don't have the opportunity. I can't understand the origin of the Tao pattern for now.
Lin Moyu asked,
What exactly is the Tao pattern?
Gu Hanyu explained,
The Tao pattern is each practitioner's understanding of the Tao. The Tao that is understood forms the Tao pattern. When the Tao pattern covers the whole body, it begins to merge into the soul.
Through Gu Hanyu's explanation, Lin Moyu finally understood what Tao patterns were. Tao patterns are one's own comprehension of the great Tao. The deeper one's comprehension, the stronger one's power and the higher one's realm. When one becomes a Tao master, the first Tao pattern forms in the body. As the realm rises, the patterns increase. Initially, Tao patterns exist in the flesh and blood under the skin. When the flesh and blood are full of Tao patterns, they enter the bones and finally the blood and soul. In terms of realm, the number of Tao patterns in the flesh and blood represents the first to third realms of Tao Master. When the flesh and blood are full of Tao patterns, one can reach the fourth realm of Tao Master and summon the true body of the great Tao. Tao patterns then appear on the bones. When the Tao patterns cover every inch of the bones, it is the fifth realm of Tao Zun. Tao patterns then enter the internal organs and blood vessels. When these are also covered with Tao patterns, it is the sixth realm of Tao Zun, and the practitioner is called a Tao body. Tao patterns then enter the soul. Only one Tao pattern needs to enter the soul to reach the seventh realm of Tao Zun. When the soul is also covered with Tao patterns, it is the ninth realm of Tao Zun, also called the Great Tao Body, where both the body and the soul are fully accomplished. Gu Hanyu was unsure about the next realm, which is a legendary realm, mysterious and elusive. Lin Moyu thought of the great figure standing in the avenues above the stars in the sky that he had seen by chance before. Perhaps that was the realm above the ninth realm of Tao Zun. Lin Moyu talked with Gu Hanyu for a long time and learned a lot of important information from her. This information was crucial and helped him understand the world in depth. Unconsciously, the power of the Taiyin origin began to weaken. The origin began to alternate, and it would not take long for the Sun origin to replace the Taiyin origin and become the master of this world. The Taiyin talisman on Lin Moyu's brow was also gradually weakening. Gu Hanyu said,
Let's start.
Lin Moyu nodded and said to Xiaoye and Xiaowu,
Go to the world of rules.
The two girls obediently entered the world of rules. Then Lin Moyu said to Gu Hanyu,
It's your turn.
Gu Hanyu hummed, stepped lightly with lotus steps, and also entered the world of rules. Allowing Gu Hanyu to enter his own world of rules was Lin Moyu's greatest trust in her. Similarly, Gu Hanyu's willingness to enter Lin Moyu's world of rules was also the greatest trust in him. Lin Moyu stood up, staring at the origin of Taiyin without blinking, and his whole body was in a tense state. At the moment when the Taiyin talisman between his eyebrows disappeared, Lin Moyu rushed out of the yard. At this time, a pair of cold eyes appeared on the only 10,000-meter ice tower in the city. Zhao Dongsheng emerged from the darkness and stared at Lin Moyu.
Finally, you can't help it.
A cruel smile appeared at the corner of his mouth, but he didn't act immediately. He was very cautious and wanted to see if Lin Moyu really intended to leave or was just trying to deceive him. Lin Moyu rushed into a blind spot between the ice tower and its line of sight. In just a moment, 3 identical Lin Moyu appeared in Yujin City, each flying in different directions simultaneously. Zhao Dongsheng looked at them coldly, with a hint of disdain in his tone.
You think you can use this to get away? That's too good to be true. You dare to show off your tricks in front of me.
The 3 Lin Moyu entered Zhao Dongsheng's blind spot again, and then they divided again. 1 became 3 and 3 became 9. In a blink of an eye, there were 9 Lin Moyu moving in Yujin City. Soon, the 9 Lin Moyu divided again, and the number grew from 9 to 27. Zhao Dongsheng's eyes were still full of disdain.
It's quite divisible, but it's useless to me.
27 Lin Moyu kept approaching the outskirts of Yujin City. During this process, they divided again from 27 to 81. A total of 81 Lin Moyu rushed out of Yujin City one after another, leaving in different directions, and disappeared without a trace in the blink of an eye. Just 1 second after Lin Moyu left, Zhao Dongsheng's figure appeared outside Yujin City. A great road emerged on his body, and countless creatures rose and fell in the heavenly way. In an instant, one illusory creature after another rushed out of the road, flying in all directions, and chased Lin Moyu. These illusory creatures were all spirit beasts he had dissected. After death, they were integrated into the road and achieved the great Tao of all spirits. These creatures, evolved from the power of the road, were all in the Tao Zun realm and moved very quickly. In a blink of an eye, they caught up with Lin Moyu's clones. Lin Moyu's clones had no resistance to the Dao Zun realm creatures and were killed in an instant. Lin Moyu's real body sensed that his clones were being killed, but he was not panicked at all. Instead, he showed a faint sneer.
Finally caught up with him.
He took out the Feiyun boat and let Huang Xing control it to fly away. Although the Feiyun boat was not the fastest, it was still much faster than Lin Moyu, who was only in the Tianzun realm. Zhao Dongsheng saw the Feiyun boat and then saw Huang Xing controlling it, immediately realizing that this was Lin Moyu's real body.
A waste of the Dao Zun realm is your reliance.
Zhao Dongsheng's consciousness moved, and several creatures flew out of the avenue, quickly chasing after him. These creatures were all in the Dao Zun realm, and their combat power was not weaker than Huang Xing's. Zhao Dongsheng's eyes were filled with murderous intent.
He must die.
The space around Lin Moyu slightly distorted, and Pujuan appeared beside him with the Pujuan gun in his hand, stabbing at the creatures on the avenue. 2658 2658 ## chapter 2658. I will kill you and cut you into pieces. Pujun's fighting power was several times stronger than Huang Xing's, approaching the second level of Dao Zun. Pujun thrust out his spear, creating spear shadows that pierced through the Dao creatures one after another, causing them to collapse on the spot. Zhao Dongsheng raised his eyebrows.
I didn't expect there to be a Dao Zun here. But relying on this, you think you can escape? It's just a dream.
The Wanling Avenue shook, and more creatures rushed out, stronger and more numerous than before. At the same time, Zhao Dongsheng slowly chased Lin Moyu. He seemed slow, but in fact he was very fast, quickly closing the distance. The illusory creatures of the avenue were faster than him and caught up with the Feiyun boat in an instant. Pujun waved his spear to block the creatures of the avenue. Lin Moyu shouted at Huang Xing.
All strength, fly faster.
Huang Xing surged with stronger power, and the Feiyun boat accelerated slightly. Zhao Dongsheng chuckled.
It's useless, you can't escape.
Lin Moyu didn't answer, continuing to urge Huang Xing to speed up. From his expression, he seemed a little panicked. Zhao Dongsheng turned into a hunter, and Lin Moyu was his prey. He seemed to enjoy the process of hunting his prey. Zhao Dongsheng gradually became excited, like a flame that had been dormant for countless years, rekindled.
Hurry up, you can't escape like this. If I catch you, you're dead. I will slowly dissect you. I have dissected countless spirit beasts and people, but this is the first time I will dissect the son of Tayin. It's your great blessing to be dissected by me.
Gradually, Zhao Dongsheng's flame was completely ignited, and his shouting became more and more frenzied. Lin Moyu's heart moved.
He actually dissected people. He's really crazy. This guy, when he was chasing others before, did he also shout like this? This person is abnormal, a lunatic.
Lin Moyu had a deeper understanding of Zhao Dongsheng. The Zhao Dongsheng in front of him was completely different from the Zhao Dongsheng in the information. The Zhao Dongsheng in the information was mysterious, low-key, and powerful. But the Zhao Dongsheng in front of him was full of madness, almost insane. It didn't matter if he was just a madman. As long as he chased you, it didn't matter what you were. Pujun fought fiercely with the Dao creatures, firmly blocking them, becoming Lin Moyu's last line of defense. Huang Xing accelerated the Feiyun boat with all his strength, and in a blink of an eye, they had left Yujin City nearly 10,000 kilometers behind. Zhao Dongsheng didn't catch up, as if he wanted to wait a little longer before taking action. Lin Moyu didn't want to wait any longer. He suddenly turned around and pointed a finger into the void. The skeleton hell emerged, instantly covering thousands of kilometers of heaven and earth. The world changed, and behind Lin Moyu appeared the world of the skeleton hell. A winding hellfire river flowed out, dividing into countless streams, covering the entire world. Countless hellish evil spirits sank and floated in the fire river. Fireballs in the air continued to sprinkle flames, falling into the hellfire river like raindrops. On both sides of the fire river were purple flowers, enchanting and beautiful. Zhao Dongxing's Dao creatures, including himself, were shrouded in the skeleton hell.
This is...
Zhao Dongxing frowned. He seemed to have heard of such a scene somewhere. He looked up, and his face suddenly changed.
This is impossible.
At the end of the Hellfire River, he saw a huge portal, the Gate of Hell.
How could the legendary Gate of Hell appear here? It must not be true, not true.
Zhao Dongsheng was already in a state of madness, and the sight of the Gate of Hell made it worse. He waved his hand, and a huge force blasted out from his sleeves, causing countless cracks to appear in the skeleton hell, almost shattering it. The power of this blow was already at the peak of the Dao Zun realm, more powerful than Pajun. The Eye of Hell opened and looked at Zhao Dongsheng. A muffled groan sounded, and Zhao Dongxing's soul was shocked, feeling very uncomfortable. After breaking the seal, his realm had fallen, and his body and soul were no longer the same as before. If it were in the past, the Eye of Hell would have been like a breeze blowing on his face, having no effect at all. But now, the Eye of Hell still had a certain impact on him, causing his actions to stagnate for a moment. At this moment, the evil spirits of hell rushed over, surrounded Zhao Dongsheng, and bit him hard. At the same time, the red spider lilies bloomed with purple light, weakening Zhao Dongxing's combat power. Zhao Dongsheng felt weak, and his strength was affected. Just a moment of stagnation changed the battle situation completely. The evil spirits of hell kept surrounding him, also surrounding the Dao creatures. The Dao creatures shook the evil spirits away, but they could never really kill them. After Zhao Dongsheng came to his senses, he felt insulted. A low-level Tianzuan could actually affect him.
This is all fake. Get out of here.
Zhao Dongsheng roared, but the roar was not human. It was from some kind of spirit beast. Behind him, a huge spirit beast in the shape of a bear appeared, roaring to the sky. The roar was like a wave, completely overturning the skeleton hell. The skeleton hell exceeded its endurance limit and shattered. Lin Moyu knew that this roar should be the secret method of the bear spirit beast, which Zhao Dongsheng had obtained and turned into his own secret method. Then, Zhao Dongsheng roared again, more violently than before. The sound waves were visible to the naked eye, and the distorted space swept over. Lin Moyu's face changed.
Block it.
Pajun rushed out of the Feiyun boat, and Pajun's spear stabbed out, evolving into a 100-meter giant spear in the void, facing the challenge. Boom! The loud noise was deafening, and Pajun was blown away with his spear. In terms of power, Pajun was completely defeated. However, the sound wave was also weakened by Pajun's block, but it only shook the Feiyun boat. Pajun flew back from a distance with multiple injuries on his body, and the bones in his right hand were broken. He was not feeling well from the collision just now. Lin Moyu used his life force to quickly treat Pajun. At this time, the bear spirit beast behind Zhao Dongsheng roared to the sky again. The third attack was stronger than the previous two. There was no time to speak. Lin Moyu gave orders with his mind. The Feiyun boat disappeared in an instant, taken away by him. Huang Xing rushed towards Zhao Dongsheng at the fastest speed, and Pajun took Lin Moyu away quickly at the same time. Boom! Huang Xing hit the sound wave and was immediately torn to pieces by it. Immediately afterward, there was a big explosion. Huang Xing died, and as a resurrected person, he immediately exploded upon death. Although Huang Xing's realm was weak, he was still a Dao Zun, and his explosion was powerful enough. The powerful energy swept the world, and Zhao Dongxing's attack was annihilated in the explosion, and he was also blown away. Zhao Dongxing finally stabilized. His clothes were torn in many places, revealing his old body, and he had suffered some minor injuries.
Asshole, you dared to hurt me. I will kill you, cut you into pieces, and put your soul and blood on the fire of the great Tao for 10,000 years.
Zhao Dongsheng was completely enraged. He flew towards Lin Moyu, much faster than before, and caught up with him in almost an instant. At this moment, his aura reached the second level of Dao Zun. Pajun took the initiative to attack. Zhao Dongsheng waved his sleeves, and Pajun was thrown away with a bang. Unable to stop at all, Zhao Dongsheng slapped Lin Moyu with a palm.
Die.
2659, 2659. ## chapter 2659. The real battle begins now. Zhao Dongxing's angry palm was overwhelming, and his playful demeanor vanished, replaced by murderous intent.
The second level of Dao Zun is indeed much stronger than the first level.
Lin Moyu thought. He knew he could block this palm with the undead army, but the casualties would be significant. There was no need to bear this palm. The void twisted, and the temperature dropped sharply as if the world was about to freeze. Even the palm that Zhao Dongsheng struck was covered with a thin layer of ice. An iceberg appeared behind Lin Moyu, and the mountain blade firmly blocked Zhao Dongxing's palm. The ancestor of the Yin family appeared beside Lin Moyu, staring coldly at Zhao Dongsheng. The ancestor, a powerful figure in the third level of Dao Zun, had been killed by Lei Yiming, and his body had fallen into Lin Moyu's hands. When formulating a plan to deal with Zhao Dongsheng, Lin Moyu had turned him into a resurrected being. Zhao Dongxing's eyes suddenly changed.
There is actually a Dao Zun.
It was one thing for Huang Xing and Pajun to be working for Lin Moyu, but he hadn't expected there to be a Dao Zun level 3 strongman. Lin Moyu smiled slightly.
It's not that easy to kill me.
Zhao Dongsheng hadn't anticipated that Lin Moyu had so many tricks up his sleeve. His eyes grew cold, and his aura gradually rose. In a blink of an eye, he had reached the Dao Zun level 3, even stronger than the Yin family's ancestor. Lin Moyu felt the changes in Zhao Dongsheng and knew that he was already sublimating himself, but he had not yet reached the level of extreme sublimation. To sublimate power, a lifespan was required as a price. When the extreme sublimation broke out, Zhao Dongsheng couldn't hold on for long. In this state, he could hold on for a longer time. Zhao Dongsheng wanted to kill Lin Moyu to gain his luck and suppress his own lifespan. He wanted to kill Lin Moyu at the lowest possible cost. But he didn't know that Lin Moyu also wanted to kill him. Lin Moyu calculated Zhao Dongxing's moves, guiding him to increase his strength little by little and consume his lifespan. By consuming a part first after he sublimated to the extreme, the time he could maintain would be greatly reduced. The ancestor of the Yin family flew away from Lin Moyu, and the avenue evolved, turning into a glacier slamming towards Zhao Dongsheng. Zhao Dongxing's body was quickly covered with a layer of ice, as if he was about to be frozen.
Fire!
Zhao Dongxing roared. The avenue of all spirits shook, and a large bird bathed in fire flew out and merged into Zhao Dongxing's body. In an instant, Zhao Dongsheng turned into a fireman, and the ice melted quickly.
Flames burned the sky.
Accompanied by a low shout, Zhao Dongsheng turned into a firebird and soared into the sky, hitting the glacier heavily. With a loud bang, a huge hole was knocked out of the glacier, and the ancestor of the Yin family flew back. Zhao Dongsheng crashed through the glacier and reached the sky. Under the shining of the sun's origin, he was majestic, like a god. Suddenly, a spear shadow fell from the sky. Pajun returned with Pojun's spear in hand, stabbing out with all his strength. At the same time as the spear was fired, a drop of ancestral water exploded on Pajun's body, and Pajun's aura increased sharply, breaking through the limit of the first realm and reaching the second realm.
Go to hell!
Zhao Dongxing's whole body was ablaze, and the world suddenly became a sea of fire. Pajun was swallowed by the flames. With his cultivation of the first realm of Dao Zun, he could not stop the flames at all, and his body quickly collapsed. But he was fearless of life and death, and the spear was still as powerful as ever, blasting a road in the sea of fire like a broken bamboo. Zhao Dongsheng was shocked by Pajun's momentum.
His cultivation is not very good, but he is not afraid of death.
He waved his hand, the firebird flapped its wings, and the sea of fire rose. The fire dragon swept towards Pajun. Pajun roared, threw the spear fiercely, and collided with the fire dragon. The fire dragon exploded, and Pajun's spear was blown away in the flames. Pajun broke through the flames and crashed into Zhao Dongsheng at an astonishing speed. At this moment, he turned into a spear and almost merged with the avenue. Zhao Dongxing's face suddenly changed, and he suddenly thought of the scene of Huang Xing's self-explosion when he died. He instinctively wanted to retreat, but it was too late. Boom! Pajun died. Self-exploded. The power of the self-explosion was much stronger than that of Huang Xing. With the effect of ancestral water, the power of the self-explosion was further amplified, equivalent to the self-explosion of a cultivator in the Daozun Earth realm. Zhao Dongsheng screamed, and the whole person was blown away, and the flames were almost extinguished. A glacier pressed down on Zhao Dongsheng's head, without giving him any chance to react, and hit him hard. There was another scream, and Zhao Dongsheng fell to the ground with a bang, leaving a huge pit in his wake. The pit was hundreds of meters deep, and water flowed out from the bottom of the pit. Zhao Dongsheng was extremely embarrassed at this moment, with wounds all over his body and his clothes tattered. Lin Moyu stared at Zhao Dongsheng and found that Zhao Dongsheng's wounds had not recovered. Even the wounds caused by Huang Xing still existed now. It's just that not much blood flowed out, only some tiny bloodlines.
Is this the price of self-sealing? Life force is exhausted. Even the wounds on the body cannot be healed. He didn't take the elixir. Is it because the elixir doesn't work? And he didn't use the protective magic weapon. Is it because he doesn't need the protective magic weapon because his realm is high? Or because he can't seal the magic weapon when he seals himself?
Lin Moyu's mind was full of speculations. From the beginning of the battle to now, in just a few minutes, all the scenes flashed in his mind, and Lin Moyu got a lot of information. The ancestor of the Yin family did not stop, and the glacier fell like a meteor again. Boom! The earth shook, and countless cracks appeared, circling hundreds of kilometers. After the glacier hit once, it suddenly stopped there and did not move. A huge breath rose from the pit, and in the center of the pit, Zhao Dongsheng transformed into a giant hand and held the glacier firmly. Zhao Dongsheng's breath was boiling, and countless creatures evolved and changed around him.
Dao True Body.
Zhao Dongsheng finally used the Dao True Body, and his realm had been raised to the 5th realm of Daozun, only one realm away from his former peak. The extreme sublimation was at least 70%, and Lin Moyu could clearly sense that Zhao Dongsheng's vitality was rapidly draining away. This feeling is very strange, and it cannot be sensed under normal circumstances. At Zhao Dongsheng's current speed of life loss, Zhao Dongsheng will really die in an hour at most. In this case, Zhao Dongsheng will not waste a minute or a second and will definitely kill himself with all his strength. Lin Moyu's eyes were filled with fighting intent.
The real battle begins now.
Zhao Dongsheng's killing intent rose, and he punched out, shattering the glacier with a loud bang. The avenue collapsed, and the ancestor of the Yin family was blown away by the majestic force, almost dying on the spot. Zhao Dongsheng ignored the ancestor of the Yin family and looked at Lin Moyu.
Go to hell.
He turned into a tiger and rushed towards Lin Moyu. The true body of the avenue of Wanling Avenue is also unpredictable and can have countless appearances. He was so fast that Lin Moyu couldn't compare at all. A treasured robe appeared on Lin Moyu's body, and the treasure was shining. The imitation of the heavenly Dao cloth was fully activated and could block the attack of the 4th realm of Daozun for 10 minutes. Zhao Dongsheng slammed into Lin Moyu with a majestic force, and the heavenly Dao cloth made a sound like breaking glass. This blow had exceeded the limit of the heavenly Dao cloth, and it was almost broken with just one blow. As long as there was another blow, the heavenly Dao cloth would inevitably collapse. Lin Moyu was blown away, but he was not panicked at all. He took out a Dao Immortal pill and threw it into his mouth, and at the same time, a majestic aura rose from his body.
Origin of the art. Concentrate.
2,662,660. Hashtag chapter 2660. Lin Moyu's true limit state. Lin Moyu's realm climbed step by step, breaking through at an astonishing speed. Intermediate heavenly venerable, high heavenly venerable, peak heavenly venerable. With a slight sound, Lin Moyu reached the Daozun realm. At this moment, Lin Moyu felt a strange connection between himself and the Dao. The once illusory Dao became dozens of times clearer. Even without truly comprehending the Dao or having Dao patterns in his body, Lin Moyu felt he could mobilize some of the power of the Tao.
So this is the Daozuan realm.
There is more than one way to become a Daozuan, and the way Lin Moyu achieved it was similar to that of spirit beasts. Without comprehending any Tao, he could still call on the power of the Tao. Some powerful spirit beasts are not weaker than practitioners of the same realm. Zhao Dongsheng was shocked.
Origin magic? How can you have origin magic?
Lin Moyu ignored him, focusing instead on the wonder of his newfound power. Previously, the limit of his power concentration was the high-level Tianzuan, just a hair's breadth away from the peak of Tianzuan. The high-level Tianzuan was the limit of his soul and body, not the limit of his power concentration. With tens of billions of undead legions, all the power gathered in one body, how could the limit be just the high-level Tianzuan? Now, with the help of the Tao Immortal Pill, his body and soul would be immortal for 10 minutes, allowing him to fully demonstrate the power of concentration. Tens of billions of undead, their power constantly gathering, and his realm continued to improve. The first realm of Daozuan was just the beginning, far from the end. The second and third realms of Daozuan. Boom! Lin Moyu's soul shattered, breaking through the fourth realm of Daozuan. It was a completely different feeling. Lin Moyu felt a new connection with the heavenly Tao, allowing him to mobilize more power and concentrate it more effectively. The three avenues of immortality, space, and time emerged simultaneously. After entering the origin continent, the Starlight Law had fallen silent. Although it still existed, it could no longer be mobilized. After learning about the origin continent, Lin Moyu realized that the Starlight Law had no corresponding avenue on the origin continent, rendering it ineffective. However, it was not completely useless. If he could obtain the inheritance of a certain Star Lord, the Starlight Law might be rejuvenated. Unlike other Daozuan, whose Tao moves around their bodies, Lin Moyu's three avenues remained at his feet. It seemed as if Lin Moyu was standing on the avenue, giving him an illusion of being high above. The power of the avenues surged simultaneously, and a powerful figure emerged in each of the avenues. The figures were centered on Lin Moyu's will and struck wherever he pointed. The whole process was completed naturally. Lin Moyu said to himself,
So this is the true body of the avenue. Use your own power as a medium. Summon the power of the great Tao to condense your true body, and mobilize the 5 great Taos in both movement and stillness. I have 3 great Taos, which means I have 3 great Tao true bodies. It's a pity that I can't merge them.
At this time, Lin Moyu's realm had reached the 5th realm of Daozuan, and it was the peak of the 5th realm, just a line away from the 6th realm. The power of the Undead Legion had all gathered together, but this was not Lin Moyu's limit. Another strange breath rose from Lin Moyu's body. Original magic, strong soldiers. It had been a long time since he used this original magic. Strong soldiers could increase his combat power tenfold while keeping his realm unchanged. Lin Moyu didn't know whether his combat power reached the 6th realm of Daozuan after using strong soldiers, but at least it was stronger than before. Immediately afterward, 10 drops of ancestral water flew out and landed on his body, and Lin Moyu's breath suddenly increased sharply. Countless powers of faith burned fiercely, and the whole world became his backing, continuously providing powerful powers of faith, pushing his power forward again. This state was Lin Moyu's strongest state, the real extreme combat state. Zhao Dongsheng was completely stunned.
How could this happen? How did he do it? How did he do it?
His thoughts were in a mess, and he couldn't imagine how Lin Moyu had achieved this. He was obviously a low-level Tianzuan, yet he had suddenly transformed into a terrifying slaughterer of the 5th realm of Daozuan. Even if there were source techniques, it wouldn't be so outrageous. No, this was not outrageous, but a miracle. No, it was not just a miracle. It was perverted. Zhao Dongsheng was so shocked that he even forgot that Lin Moyu had used 2 source techniques before and after. Boom! Lin Moyu's body was ignited with raging flames, and the immortal body exploded. Then, a figure on the immortal avenue flew out and merged with Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu summoned the immortal avenue's true body, and he turned into a gray and white giant. Gray represented death, white represented vitality, and on the outside, it was wrapped in golden flames.
This feeling is really good.
Lin Moyu smiled. He had fallen in love with this feeling of being unrestrained and having unlimited power.
Let's see if you die or I die this time.
Lin Moyu's eyes condensed, and he punched Zhao Dongsheng fiercely. The terrifying power surged between heaven and earth, and countless huge fists evolved between heaven and earth, bombarding Zhao Dongsheng. Countless cracks appeared between heaven and earth, and the space was broken layer by layer. The space of the origin continent could not withstand such a punch. Zhao Dongsheng had been marked before through the skeleton hell, so Lin Moyu's attack was also locked. He used the fist of the great power Heavenly Venerable. At this moment, it was as if the great power Heavenly Venerable was reborn, and with the power of the Tao Venerable realm, he showed his invincible will in the origin continent. No matter how many magics you have, I will break them. The great power Heavenly Venerable died in the battle to protect the great world and did not enter the origin continent. But Lin Moyu brought his will and his inheritance to the origin continent. Zhao Dongsheng finally reacted, and in an instant, he fully opened his power and used all his strength. He dared not hold back anymore, and all his strength burst out. He recovered to his former peak, and his vitality was rapidly lost, in exchange for huge power. The Wanling Avenue roared, and a terrifying giant python jumped out from the depths of the heavenly Tao. This giant python was more than 10,000 meters long, and it occupied the world the moment it emerged. This was Zhao Dongsheng's strongest Tao true body. The giant python whipped its tail wildly, facing Lin Moyu's fist. The fist and tail intersected, and the world exploded. A large area of space collapsed, and the ground sank, as if the world was coming to an end. The aftermath of the battle spread out, and the Jade Sword City, thousands of miles away, also felt the impact of the aftermath. Daizens rushed out of the Jade Sword City one by one, looking at the distance in confusion.
There are high-level Daizens fighting. At least Daizens above the 5th realm. What happened? So strong, I feel that the aftermath alone can kill him. Daizens ascend to heaven step by step, one realm away. The strength is a drastic change, especially after the 3rd realm. It is even more so. For the sake of your life, it is better not to join in the fun.
The Daizens only felt it from a distance, but no one dared to go over. If you are not careful, one aftermath will kill you. 2661, 2661.